Y'all might be too young for this. Hell yeah. Know about this. They'll see us later. Oh, Sam Goody, yeah. What you know, Sam Goody? Yeah.
Charge to the game. What up? What up? What up?
What up? We in the building. We turning up on a Thursday. Say that ish podcast. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? 2023. In case y'all forgot.
Not in June, come on, 2023.
Some people don't remember.
Yeah, some people shit. Some people living in the past.
The Perky got some of them off their square.
For real, I gotta remind them.
So, how y'all week
Been going good. How yours?
Blessed by the best.
It's been something.
All I gotta say is I got an African that I'm training.
Oh, not bad.
Lord.
She might be watching. She might be watching.
There ain't no
So,
she is a
oh
he.
well,
Is he
he might be
musty?
watching.
No.
Damn.
I'm done with y'all.
No.
No, my week was great. I had a great week. Besides
I need
Juneteenth.
all of this drink right here.
Besides the end of Juneteenth, though.
You know,
That
your ass when you go back to work. I hope you know. Go ahead.
y'all, man.
You don't be talking about me.
Nah, my week's been great so far for sure. I went to Juneteenth. Did y'all go? I ain't seen none of y'all.
I had to work that
I
day.
was working.
I had to work.
Probably
Oh,
96 hours.
it was great though. It was beautiful. I liked it. The time during the duration I was there, it was great.
It looked like it was a good time. I saw all the
Yeah.
people out. Everybody looked like they had a good time. You know, so
But what happened
what-
at
what-
the end?
Yeah, besides that, it was way at the end, like it was already shut down. So they just
Oh,
need
it
to clean
was?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
They just need to clean up and I guess all those young teenagers were still out there or whatnot. From what I gather, I don't know. I know y'all probably saw some stuff too,
Mhm.
but it looked like there was a fight among some teen girls, and then that escalated to some guys shooting. So,
And I'm still trying to figure out some girls fighting.
mhm.
And then some dudes. Was they fighting too?
No, I don't. They just came from nowhere. I guess in the video, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if
Um,
they was related to the girls or how they was tied into it, but that's the question a lot of us asking. How did it?
Yeah, like,
How did two young females fight and escalate to a shootout
Yeah.
or a
With two
shooting?
men or two? No, they was boys too. Yeah, they was young. Sad. It's
Yeah.
so sad.
And
Yeah.
it's really messed up because it takes away from the celebration for what the
Correct.
Yeah.
event was
Was
really
about.
about. Because I just found out that day that Milwaukee has, if not the longest, one of the longest in the country, Juneteenth celebrations in America.
Really?
They said
Wow.
only Galveston, Texas, has one as long as Milwaukee.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's
It just make us look bad because it's already bad enough they already try to stereotype us, and then we try to throw an event to try to make it look like we got some sense, and then something go wrong, and then it just make them pretty soon to get to a point where they stop having it.
I just
Yeah.
need us as a people to do better.
We
Just
need to
period.
help
Be
this
account-
youth. That's
It's
the
all about
problem.
accountability. I think as parents, so many people so busy providing that they forgetting a parent. You still got a parent first.
Fact.
That's them
Facts.
first. You got to know
Facts.
where your kids. We got to stop all this trying to be their friends. We are parents first. I need to know where you at. I need to know what you're doing. I need to know the people that you're around. Because
Correct.
everything that's going on nowadays, I just think we losing sight of that. They are
Sound like
the
Tay.
next generation, and we gotta really.
And all these young
No,
dudes got
that's,
guns.
that's real. That's real.
All
talk.
these young
That is
dudes
real.
got guns.
Yes.
See,
They be
because the
getting on my
dudes that was
butt
shooting
with
was
it.
only like 16, 17.
Oh, that dude was 16,
Both
17?
of them was
Both of
teenagers.
them.
Oh, I thought he was older.
Mm-mm,
Dude,
Both
they
of them was teenagers.
Mm.
They get
If
on
you
my
gotta pat
butt
your
with some
son down
guns.
when he walk in the
With
house,
the
do that.
extendo clip, all that.
Damn.
Like, I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
But
that's
young dudes, 15,
Damn.
14 years old.
They
Damn.
just be watching too much TV. Like,
I mean, TV has raised most of the kids.
Kids,
TV,
Yeah.
internet.
Music.
YouTube.
Yep.
I-
Music,
I think-
all that.
Yeah, I think it raised us a little bit, but we was outside like doing the
Yes,
little kid stuff.
Now
Now the stuff. Now we was watching a lot of stuff too,
Wait.
but but I think we still knew like
But look,
what.
was that game, Modern Warfare or whatever, Grand Theft Auto?
Oh,
That shit right
Yeah.
there.
You gotta also think too, when we was growing up, it was a lot more things to do.
Correct.
We had Moody Pool.
Yeah.
We had Boys and Girls Club.
Pause.
We had
Yeah.
Summer Stars.
Moody Pool. I
I don't know if y'all
pause.
remember Hoop It Up.
Yeah, hoop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had all type of
Uh-huh.
we had all type of stuff.
Yeah.
These kids, it's like these kids really don't have that stuff. Remember Noise Pool?
Right.
Yeah.
We had a variety of places to go and a variety of things to do.
Matthews Dickey.
Who?
Like,
Matthews Dickey.
what's
Remember
that?
Who's that?
That's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
They
No,
just
that was
they
my bad. That was in St. Louis.
Oh.
Oh, I'm like,
No, I'm like, wait
No,
a
I'm
minute.
like,
It was
I
like it's like the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's on Laverne Way.
okay.
Tell me this. Y'all remember Mike Higgins? The place where you go and you play, they had like basketball. You can go. It was like you can go. Everybody can go and hoop, and it was like a gym. It was like a building.
Way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Laverne Way, you can go.
And that's crazy
Yeah,
too.
that's
Because
true. I remember
do you
that.
remember all the fests we have? We no longer have Afro Fest.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all
Yeah.
gotta remember Juneteenth used to go to like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
It really did.
We used to have Sherman Fest.
Yeah.
We had Greek Fest.
Yeah.
We used to have River Splash downtown. We
Yeah.
had so many things and so many events to go to. It's
And
it's
look,
not nothing for
look
these
at
kids. to
Summerfest.
do.
It ain't even the same no more.
Nope.
They took out the rides.
And then that's only weekends, I think, right?
It's on
Yep.
Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah. Start tonight.
This,
Yep.
this one really made me feel old. Do you remember why they took out the rods?
Because they was fighting.
They was fighting.
Mm.
I had a
They
fight.
used to have a V100 booth by the rods.
Mhm.
And it was a big riot
I had
one
a fight.
summer.
You did.
And they after that, they ain't never put them rods back in there.
Yeah, they sure did. They said
Dang.
Because all the black people used to congregate in one area.
Yep.
And I'm talking about they went crazy.
They went
summer.
crazy.
They
I
whipped the
remember that.
they whipped the workers. They took all the prizes, and it ain't never been the same.
Never been the
Because
same.
we
They
used to
took
look
everything out.
forward to Summerfest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Summerfest used to crack.
Yes.
Get on them
I ain't been to
rides,
Summerfest in I don't know how long.
Bro, I don't-
Yeah, when they took the rides out, I stopped going. And if I go to these things, it's gonna be in the daytime.
yeah.
Sad, but
Yeah, we got to do better, Milwaukee. On top of that, I was just to the Breakfast Club Tuesday or Wednesday night. They got Milwaukee on the Fed list, number 6 most dangerous city in America.
yep. In
Damn.
the top, I thought it was in top 5. It's
I
not
Top
believe that.
10.
No,
St.
we
Louis
was
is
like
number
8, number 9. We was we was like 8, number 9.
Listen,
Now they down to 6.
Them young
I thought it was
Meth
the top
is
5.
serious in St. Louis.
Yeah,
They
it was
do
a
not
big
care.
shootout at a Juneteenth celebration in St. Louis. A whole bunch of teens
Them
got
young
shot.
dudes, they on that meth. They do not
Yes,
care. I don't
man.
go home.
And all
in
that
awe.
stuff.
We got to do better as parents. We got to spend more
Absolutely,
time.
Absolutely, yep.
That
We
money,
have to spend more time with our
that
kids.
money ain't as important as that
It's-
money. You can't
you
get
gotta
that
show
time. I mean,
them
that money
it's
is
more
not
to
important as that
life.
time. You can't get that time back.
You gotta show them it's more than
So the
life.
same way you could pick up that double and work that extra 8 hours, you could take a couple hours and pour into your children. A lot of these kids is by themselves when they come home from school.
And really do stuff with your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody be so busy trying to go out of town. You got more trips by yourself, but you don't have no trips with your kids. You ain't doing nothing with your kids.
Right.
And it's just like,
Kids
you know,
ain't been on Burla, but you all in Jamaica.
right.
Yeah. Burla.
Turn,
Turn.
boo. I'm tired on my mama. But you ain't.
What the men be saying?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go.
What they be doing? Since
The
you
man
know how
be
to
with they
read.
kids.
Uh,
The man be with their kids.
Oh.
We know that's not
all right, so for the subject tonight.
Okay.
It's your fault.
Uh-oh.
Speak on it.
Come on, let's go.
No, so I think we should kind of recap
Roll
last week.
roll the
live.
video.
I think we should kind of recap. No, it's not time. I think we should.
No, it's not time.
We should kind of recap last week the video, the live video we did.
Okay.
We should kind of recap that where we were with that
So I'm
because
the
we
referee.
ended like I was gonna pull up. That's how you and I ended.
What?
I'm outside.
Wait,
I
that
don't
sounds
want
like
no
some-
smoke.
Come
That's how
outside,
I'm
we
gonna
ain't
play
She
that.
gonna
was
jump.
outside.
That's how I'm gonna play that one. I don't want no
Like,
smoke.
No, I'm just
Tag
playing.
me in.
So no, that was a
Double team.
Cause
Yeah,
there
tag
was
me
a lot
in.
of y'all in the
Y'all was
comments
gonna
that
double
was
team
real
him.
with me.
Oh no.
No,
Nobody
where?
was agreeing with
Where?
you.
You a whole
What
lot.
comments you
Nobody
was
was
in?
agreeing with
you.
What
Whole
comments you was in?
Nobody was
You a
agreeing with
whole lot. You saw it.
Who?
Oh, you know it's still on there, right?
Yeah.
So we can look it up. So
You
we
should
can
take a
look
look.
it
Let
up
me run
here.
it back because nobody was
Okay,
agreeing with
pause.
That's a
So
whole
let's
lot.
recap. Let's recap. So what was the conversation last week?
It was in regards to men and the way they kind of handle women.
And he said that there's a lot of good men out here. And
Yeah,
was
he
like,
did
where?
say there's a lot of good men.
Yeah,
out here.
it's
So even to
it
like,
started off about
but
polygamy,
even to
Okay.
it did. It started off
did.
about
and
poly,
then
and
it
led
kind of
into
shifted to the
Yeah.
relationship aspect of
So-
how men treat women. And
because my perception
And
on the whole
is it any good men out here?
my perception on the whole poly life
It's-
is I think is a bunch of like narcissistic.
We passed that. We
people.
talking about this.
No, I'm telling what happened. So that's
Right.
why
We
we
gotta
got to
recap.
where we got.
Yeah, we gotta
Because
recap.
I
We
felt
got
like
off that fast.
me
though.
and some other women felt like the whole poly life was just about sex. It wasn't about like really like a unity or anything like that. It was more so about sex, because none of you men could tell us the reason behind it, behind the whole poly life.
I wish
None
I
of
had.
the men that
I
were
wish
on
I had
here.
my.
reason.
I wish
You
I
just
had
didn't
my
accept the
cousin on
reason.
What
here.
was the reason?
You didn't like the reason.
Well,
What was the
tell
reason?
us again.
You talking about poly period or their situation?
No. Their situation was ridiculous.
I mean,
That was
according to
crazy.
you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys think that that's the life of a man in a poly. I just don't understand the reason for poly. Me personally, I haven't met a couple that were really successful at it. That
It's
was all.
not for me per se,
Me either.
but I could see why some people will want it.
Why? Tell me why you think.
I mean, the unity, the camaraderie,
The unity?
and
Camaraderie.
then the helping of each other, have basically a village, either raising y'all kids and all helping each other and working for one goal. That's what my my outlook would be.
That's a cool outlook on it. So when I say, why don't we as a community do that same thing? Why is that foreign? Because then I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I only got to watch my kids. I only got to pay attention to my kids." If you felt like you could be in a community, in a relationship, and share your body, why not share your time?
But that's how a lot of people
Because
are.
that's how we were
nowadays.
raised.
Yeah,
was
to
a
share
village.
your time.
But that's how a lot of
right.
people are nowadays.
But you're
You
saying
gotta-
that you need a private village when you can have a whole
I don't
community.
say you need a
No, I'm
private
talking
village.
about
I'm
poly.
saying-
Poly, the way you just described it,
Describe it.
is a private village when you can have a community of village. That's what I'm saying.
It is a community village. out
It
here.
isn't.
That's it.
It is.
No, it's
Just
not.
because you're not around the people who are putting in the work doesn't mean.
But
the
I
work's not
am
getting
though.
done.
That's what I'm telling you. I think that we put a lot of time into. Well, no, not a lot of time. Everybody's always mentioning the same handful of people when we all have a duty to get back to the community. Is what I'm saying.
But everybody doesn't feel like they have. a
Why
duty
not?
to.
Why not? Go ahead.
For their own personal reasons. I can't tell you what to do, how to feel, what to think. So it's people that feel like I'm gonna mind me and worry about mine, and I'm not gonna worry about these people up here. It's no different than like y'all said when we grew up. I got my ass whooped to school, went over to my uncle's house, because that's who house I went after. He whooped my ass. And when my grandfather came and got me, he whooped my ass.
Mhm.
So it was a community effort.
And how old are you?
But I'm 38.
Okay.
Nowadays, your kid up here at the school acting a plum fool, and you come cuss out and try to fight the teacher.
Yeah,
But
see a
that's-
lot of
that-
That's what I'm saying. That's what's a lot that's going on right now. So how can I even talk to your kid when I can't even correct your kid or tell you that your kid is doing wrong?
Okay, so
That's a
that's
good
one
point.
that's one
It is.
example. So I'm saying, like, even if we just narrowed it down to our friendships, right? If we held our friends accountable for the things they do and how they move with their children, right?
Most definitely.
That's right. Hey, if you my friend, I should be able to have those conversations
Most
with you,
definitely.
right?
That's right.
So we don't do that piece. We completely miss that piece. So now when some stranger is coming talking to me in regards to my child or my family or how I'm moving, now I'm offended because I ain't heard nobody around me say it, and we worry about what the people around us feel, right?
Mhm.
So nobody around me said anything. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking.
That's
about,
why we get to those places.
What I'm talking about is me and the niggas I mess with. We hold each other accountable. You not finna be. I'm hold on for a second.
Go ahead.
You not finna be around me and you don't take care of your kids. You not finna be around me and you not striving to be the best person you are. I'm a nigga who came. We was in the streets for real. Not no play, not no sitting up here shooting back. We was in the streets for real. We hold each other accountable as men. If you're not taking care of your woman, you're not taking care of your kids, you're not taking care of your mama, your family, you can't be around me because guess what's gonna happen? We gonna end up boxing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna box you if I got respect for you. If I don't got no respect for you, something else gonna happen.
Okay. Can I ask this?
And everybody who I'm just gonna say this, everybody who is around me is the exact same way. And we ain't talking about no 2 or 3 individuals.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. So why don't you have the same energy when those same men are cheating on their girlfriends and women? And
You
the
know
women-
why?
Why?
Because that's none of my business.
why is that not any of your
Because
business?
somebody else's sexual relationship was going on in their bedroom.
How your friend? No,
has
you
nothing to do
you
with
see
me.
how you heard how close you were when it came to the children and the family
Yes.
dynamic. So that is his family, right? When
Right.
he make children with this lady and they're together, for as far as you know, this is his family.
Mhm.
Why don't you hold her with the same respect?
And you just said that you be holding them accountable.
Because that's accountability.
That's accountability.
You can't choose when you want to be holding
no,
somebody accountable.
no, it's a when you talk about a person's sexual relationship, that's different from a person's moral relationship.
How so?
Because we sit up here and talk about our
Why would there
kids.
be more?
We talk about because
If you talk about the kids, why
Because-
don't you talk about the woman in the
because
house raising the
some
kids?
chicks don't care that they do cheat.
Listen, but
So hold on. So let me ask you
they
something.
might not.
So hold on, let me ask you something. If his woman don't care that he cheating, I'm supposed to come to dude and check dude and
How
tell
do you
dude
figure
stop
she
cheating?
doesn't
How
care?
you know she don't care?
Because I know these is sisters.
And they told you they don't care, or did they say they settling for it, or
Either they settling for it or they accepting it. Either way,
that's not the same.
Either way, it's not my duty to come be like you deserve better. It's not my duty.
So-
No, we're not
we talking about to your
we're not
friend.
saying that you.
Okay, he cheat. That's on him.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Why do we divide when it comes to that piece? Because guess what?
Because why is
listen
it
to
an issue?
me. Listen to me. Guess what? If my best friend goes and gets married, right?
Mhm.
She goes and gets married. She's with this guy. They great together. He's good to her, really, really good to her. And she decides he boring. They married now. He boring. She about to start cheating and all that good stuff,
Mhm.
right? I'm definitely gonna have that conversation with her.
Facts.
Best friend, that ain't cool. That
That's
ain't
right.
what's up. That ain't it.
Mhm.
And you ain't gonna move. You ain't gonna be around me moving like that.
Like that, right.
Because for one, I heard this on one of the things which I felt was valid. One of these reels. He was like, "Listen, y'all probably saw this too." He was like, "I paid a lot of money to be in that wedding. You not finna just be messing up because you
Right,
feel
yeah.
like that."
Dude,
I mean,
That's
Right.
not no.
I-
That ain't clown
I
stuff.
think-
That's him
Clown.
telling his friend,
I think it
"You're
depends.
not about to do that."
you a clown nigga to me.
How
I
is
think
that-
it depends on the friend. Go ahead.
Stay right there. How is that a clown?
Because it's none of my business who you sleeping with.
Why is that none of
But
you?
it
To
is
watch
your
your friend
business.
cheat
Right.
on his
That's what I'm
woman
saying. But
who's
it
in
is-
that family dynamic that you care about
Hold
so
on,
much.
okay.
Yes.
Why
But
is
it
that
is your
not your
business
duty?
what he's doing around you. He put you in his business when he brought you in, and when y'all are out, and you
out there
know he
cheating.
married, and he
Mhm.
out, he like, bro,
Mhm.
because that's what men do. Don't act like they don't, bro. So
Right.
if you're not holding him accountable, like, man, hold up.
Holding them accountable. I don't care. It's not something that I care
So
about.
Warren, that's
So you
exactly,
can't get me to care about something I don't care
Warren,
about.
that's exactly
Then
what
don't
I'm
say that you
saying.
hold the people
Don't say you
accountable.
hold people accountable because you
Right,
don't.
not.
I hold people accountable,
No.
but I don't hold a person accountable for something that I don't care about.
Do you hold? Do you
Accountability.
you
You
care?
cannot
Listen,
pick
you
and
care
choose
about
when
his
you wanna
children. And
hold
you care about his
accountability.
family. Wait, you care about his children. His care about his family, right?
Mhm.
His woman is a part of his family. She's in the household, right?
Right?
You care about the family, but only up until it gets to her, right?
It's not about till you get to her. Because guess what? If he abusing her, I'm gonna have something.
That's
to say
abuse. Do you
That's
understand?
not
Some-
abuse.
Somebody cheating on you and you don't want to be
See,
cheated
that-
on.
see,
That's
that-
abuse.
See, that's the whole thing. We have a
That's
different.
mental abuse.
No, we have a whole different outlook on cheating. You're stuck on the aspect of cheating. Women cheat, men cheat.
I'm not stuck on it. I'm
Yeah,
stuck
no,
on
you
what,
always
I'm stuck
bring
on,
cheating up.
I'm stuck on your
We just had a whole
conversation.
conversation
I'm stuck
about.
on your conversation.
No, because
I
I
want you
don't
to
care
understand-
about if a nigga
It's
cheat
not,
on their
let's not
wife.
even say cheat. Let's
That's
not,
nothing
let's,
none of my
let's,
business.
let's not even say cheat. Let's just say one of your friends don't work.
Right?
He always losing his job. He don't help with the family. He don't help provide.
Right.
Are you going to say something then?
Yes.
So he don't work and he be outside cheating. How would that conversation go?
Why you not working?
Just know why you not working?
Why you not working?
Okay.
A
so
woman to put up
so-
with a woman to put up with a nigga cheating, but ain't no woman finna put up with no nigga not
That's
paying no
not
bills
true
to take
either.
care of. Why?
Man, no.
They'll put up first.
that's not true.
They'll put up first. You might not, but I ain't seen a
No,
lot of them.
I'm not dealing with nobody that don't
You-
work
that's why I
and
said
cheat
that's
on me.
you.
I'm not dealing.
That's
but
why I said
I'm
that's you,
telling
but
you
it's a
there's-
lot of women out here that do.
There-
I'm not saying. I'm
No,
not.
I get
now,
you.
now,
I get
let
you. I
me
feel
get
you.
this. Now let me get
They
this.
absolutely do.
Now let me get this understood. I'm not condoning nobody's actions, but I feel like when it comes to sexual situations, I feel like that's none of my business. On top of that, I used to be a serial cheater.
Say
So-
that.
So what do I used to
Say that.
No,
You should have
hold
started
on.
with that
So
because you
what-
could understand.
No,
That's why you're so
No,
defensive
why
about
do-
it because it was
so-
you.
So what do I look like telling you? You shouldn't be over here.
You-
Like,
that's-
you
that's-
what I used to be
that-
doing.
that-
Why?
Hey, listen.
That's
no,
your
no,
business.
that's perfect. That's why you don't. So that's just like somebody saying,
If you're not strong
listen.
enough to leave your man after you or if you not smart enough or strong
Now,
enough, whatever however you want to put it, to leave your man after you done caught him cheating multiple times, it's not me to step up and be an advocate for oh man, we need to stop. You gotta stop cheating. That's not my job.
So it's not my job to do a number of different things, right?
Right.
So it's not my job because I've worked since I was 14, right? It's not my job to provide for a lot of different households. When I pay my taxes go into people with W-2,
True.
going to people that need energy assistance,
True.
going to people that need medical, things like that. Those aren't my jobs either.
True.
And I watch people, because I ain't gonna just say women. I feel like there's a lot of things that just aren't our job. Okay,
That's
without
some-
getting too
Now that's something
deep
that's
into
being
that.
taken from you though. Would you do that voluntarily?
I would.
You
That's
prefer-
something. That's something that I would do because I understand the community aspect, right? But what I'm saying is, if you keep saying what's not your fault, what's not you, what you shouldn't be accountable.
Wasn't my fault.
Listen, you said that ain't your business. You keep saying what's not your business.
Mhm.
If we all live like that, this community would be even worse. If we keep talking about what's not our business, because I could go in my house, my own private dwelling, stay with my daughter, and we just do what we do.
So
I
what
come
do you
out
think
like
is going on right now? Because that's exactly what's going on out here.
that is what's going on, and that's why I'm speaking. That's why we're on platforms like this to say that it shouldn't be like that.
But that's your opinion that it shouldn't be like that.
I-
Because
how do you get
because
the-
in a lot of I'm an anti-snitch person. So when it comes to a lot of things, I don't got
What does that
nothing to say
mean?
about
What
it.
does that even mean?
I can see a nigga get his brains blown out. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
What?
That's just how I was raised. That's how I grew up. That's how I was raised. That's what I was taught, and that's how I live by. When
Yeah.
I got in that interrogation room and they asked me what happened, I don't know.
Well,
That's the
Well, can I tell you that that's wrong?
that's why I said that's your opinion.
No.
but guess what?
No, that's
But guess,
life.
but
That's
guess
wrong.
what? No, guess what though? I know a lot of dudes who, just like you talking about, don't take care of their kids. I know a lot of dudes who got taken away from their kids, taken away from their family, and doing 10, 20, and 100
What you mean
years.
they got taken?
They
What does
got
that mean?
taken away from you taken away from your family when a nigga get caught robbing pick and save, and he tell on a crime that you did 4-5 years ago that has absolutely nothing to do with the situation that he is involved in. That's being taken away from your family. When I know a dude who got lied on.
Wait.
I know a dude who got lied on, had a homicide put on him that he didn't even do by a dude who killed somebody, and to try to get his time lesson, he said, dude over here killed such and such.
Mhm.
So I don't approve of
Did
snitching.
he
You
kill
can
him?
never get me. No, he didn't. The dude who told, he killed dude, but he lied on dude on a homicide,
Mhm.
and dude ended up getting out like 7 years later after they found out he really didn't do it. So you have
I think those are one-offs. I don't
no,
think
it's a lot of that going on.
Yeah,
I did
because
10 years in the penitentiary. I know.
We come from the era where that is the no snitching thing is just not, you don't, that's because you got people that even if somebody do a crime to you, they won't get on the stand and go there and tell that you shot them. And now here's the thing. Now women think differently. A woman might tell you, baby, listen, you know something about your guys, you better tell them, 'cause I need you to come home.
Exactly.
Women don't think to say, baby, go in there and serve that time.
Put your kids.
Women,
put
yeah,
this nigga before your
a
kids.
woman is never gonna tell you to go serve that time. She's
Well,
gonna
I'm
tell you,
also
tell
not
them what they want to know and come home.
Well, I'm also not gonna mess with no nigga that play in the street like that. Let's just get that clear.
Okay.
So
Well,
I don't have to.
okay,
then I don't have to deal with that.
listen. Even if he don't pay in the street, let's just say he with somebody, right? And
Okay.
dude decide to do something, right?
But you knew what kind of friend you was messing with.
That's
And
not
not
true.
necessarily.
That
But-
if you didn't, then I understand, and then you should
Now-
understand too. If
now-
your friend put you in that predicament, it shouldn't be.
But
it
now,
should be
like me,
very
this how I
easy to
think.
tell.
You cannot
But
say
but
that.
but this how I think, Tay. Now
You
I
cannot
think
say
now
that.
I do think it's different forms of snitching, right? Let's just say if we riding right and you getting in the
It's
car,
telling and
we
snitching.
we get, yeah, you're right. We get in the car and I say I got this gun in there. And you tell me, hey, listen, we get pulled over, that's your gun, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah. And we get pulled over. I say, Tay, I don't know who it is. You can be like, nigga, that's your gun, nigga.
I'm telling
Now it's a right. It's a different. I think it's a different form. If we have a talk, but if we out hustling together and we both got a sack, then that's different. Either we gonna come to agreement who gonna take it, or we both gonna take it. We got sometimes you come to agreement. You be in the car talking like, bro, listen, you know, I already been. You got to.
Do you know how vague party to a crime is?
Well, I can believe that. I can definitely believe
Party
that.
to a crime. Let's say I just tell you, let's go get something to eat. Me and you up at JJ's. I see a nigga I'm into it with. I jump out, pop dude, get back in the car and pull off. Just for the simple fact that you didn't call the police on me, or just for the simple fact that you was with me, you can be
Mhm.
charged party to a crime,
Mhm.
first degree homicide.
I believe that. Yeah.
It's
That makes sense.
Yeah.
how?
What you
Because
mean?
you're probably in the car like, whoa, why you do that? Oh my God.
But
why
you
do
knew
that?
though. You were aware.
Right.
How? I just did something on the spur of the moment. We didn't go on a lick. We
No,
didn't go on
listen,
a move.
listen.
Or like you didn't tell
Let's-
them.
or
You,
like, let's
they
say-
didn't
let's
tell
say
you they
this.
about to do it. And you can try to talk them out of it.
Or let's say this, because this happened multiple times too. Let's say I was in JJ's and you was in the car. I pop dude in JJ's. You don't know this happened.
You come out to the car.
And I come get in the car and we pull off. If we get pulled over, when they come find me, they're taking you too. And you had no idea that I was.
But that's fine, because then my friend, when we get that's fine. Because when we get to where we're going at the precinct, my friend better say that I did not know anything. This is all mine.
You would
So
think.
you better. So that ain't your friend. If
No, but
anything else
guess
happens,
what? No, guess what? Because a lot of dudes is gonna not say nothing because they want to beat
that's
the
just
case.
that's just as bad.
But
That's
listen,
not your friend.
No, that's stupid though. If I go in there and be like, it was all me, I don't have a chance of beating this case.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go in there and say, man, I don't know what happened. I didn't want involved in no shooting. A majority of dudes is gonna say, I
Now,
didn't do
now
nothing.
you do get.
So you want so that's what I'm saying.
I'm
You-
telling you that is wrong. Regardless
that's
of how
your opinion.
But listen,
But
listen.
if I'm a dude in the streets who was in the streets,
No, I hear you.
and people who are
I
in the
hear
streets,
you.
they don't consider that
Warren,
wrong.
Warren, I hear you. I hear everything you're saying.
They don't.
All
consider
I'm
that
saying is that's wrong.
wrong. How?
That's if I do something and I'm with my best friend, I go in there and I do something and she don't know nothing about it, and they pick both of us up.
Mhm.
It is up to me because I did what I did to take accountability for what
Now-
I did. And if they asked about my best friend, she knew nothing about that. That is a friend. If I went and did some shit and I got caught with it, that's what it is. That anybody other than that is not your friend.
You just
If they
told
go
on
in,
yourself.
I don't care because I did it.
So
If
you
I
finna
got
go do
caught,
30 years.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
And hold
Why
on.
would
So
I,
you finna go-
put both of us in 30
Hold on,
years?
and listen. So you gonna go do 30 years and not give yourself a chance to beat this case?
What am I trying to beat? Because if
So-
it's gonna risk me messing up my friend life, that's my problem. I
Yeah.
did that.
Because
I would want to eat that before I made her go too.
A
Because
lot
we
of
both going to
a lot
jail.
of people in the streets not thinking like
nope.
But that's what I'm saying. That's wrong. So now when y'all sitting there having these conversations, wait, say you not even talking to us. You talking to a crowd of young men, right? And you like, this is the policy. This is what we do. This is so you can relate. Now I'm not saying that you grew up how you grew up.
You go in that interrogation room, keep your mouth closed.
Listen, but see, that's what I'm saying. So you on this platform and you giving bad information.
How is that bad
That's
information?
bad information.
Guess what? I know people was in the same situation, didn't say nothing, and they both went home. So why would I?
Yeah,
get
but
in the interrogation room?
you're right. But the only problem with that is sometimes y'all both don't say nothing right, and y'all might have to sit for a nice long time, and you might lose everything.
Right.
But you come home, and that's and some
That
people
ain't
might
right.
feel like at the end of the day they might feel like, damn, yeah, we beat it because I didn't say nothing, I ain't tell on you, but I lost everything.
Right, and this is all I'm saying. Is sometimes you can be placed in a situation that's beyond your control. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna let it be known. You do some shit, it's on you.
Yeah, like
'Cause
we
I'm
too
not
old.
Well,
gonna-
any
And I
woman,
get that.
any
I'm just
woman
saying.
would, I think.
I'm not going to jump in.
That's what I'm not saying you should. I'm just telling you.
It's not.
I've known people and I've seen and I've been in.
Now,
this
if I didn't roll, if
myself.
I know you own it, and I didn't roll with you, knowing you own
That's
it,
different.
then that's different. Then, hey, we in it together. Listen, you did it, friend.
Yeah, we
what
both.
we finna do?
Yeah.
But if you didn't win off and you didn't did some shit,
I ain't
you
gon-
didn't- like you said, you went to
Hey,
jail, then you get
I
back in the car.
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
that's over.
At 41 years
But
old,
these
if
situations
I'm riding
happen
with
every day.
somebody, I ain't gonna lie. At
Situations every day.
41 years old, if I'm riding with somebody and they go and shoot somebody in JJ's, man, I ain't gonna be the sit. I'm not gonna. And when I had no idea nothing's going on, it's gonna be hard for me to want to go sit down with
See,
you a whole
but let
year.
me explain something as well.
Uh-huh.
Y'all citizens. It's a difference between being a everyday, hardworking citizen and being a street nigga.
True.
When you in them streets, you got to know the rules, the parameters, and you got to know the guidelines, and you got to know the consequences.
Right.
Is
So,
it worth it,
so
though?
no, that's
So-
what I'm saying, Warren. Let me say this. So that's what I'm saying. So for you to know those things and you to know the downside to those things, I think when you are blessed with opportunities to be on platforms where you can speak to people or you get put in situations where you speaking in schools, you need to say the right things. I know what you probably grew up doing, but that's wrong.
But like I said, that's your personal opinion.
that's not an opinion.
That
That's
is
law.
your opinion because
That's
it's law to say nothing when I go in there. Because guess what? I cannot did nothing. I can did absolutely
If you
nothing.
did
Hold on, I
something-
can absolutely did nothing. Nothing. I can be 100% innocent. Have you ever watched the Central Park 5? Have you
Mhm.
ever watched
But
just
that
just?
ain't what you described ain't the Central Park 5 and it ain't nothing else.
It's the
what
same
happened.
thing.
No, that's
It's
not
the same thing. Listen, they go, dude, anything you say to them people, whether you innocent, guilty, these people will flip that. They don't have to have anything on you. Them people will lock you up for 30 years with absolutely no evidence. I've seen them.
But
Hold on,
Warren,
I've seen them tamper with witnesses, tamper with transcripts, lie on people, have people come from the penitentiary say, dude admitted to me in the cell while these people is dirty.
but even with y'all sitting around each other and you hear your friends say just what you just said, like me personally hearing you say that, I ain't going no motherfucking where with you. I ain't.
Well, it's such thing.
No,
well,
I'm not at
yeah,
this big
yeah,
age. He
yeah,
said that's how he
true.
get down.
But
That's how he
but I
moves.
feel like
I
it's.
wouldn't go
I feel
nowhere.
like it is some niggas that I know that's street niggas, but they retired street niggas now, so they don't think the same way they used to think. They don't think like right now. If they with a nigga right now, he go do a robbery. They gonna say, "Yeah, bro, let's go sit down 10. I'll sit down 10 with you right now." Cause he ain't doing street shit no more.
He got family. He got
It's a different.
and that's why you have to change your surroundings.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Change the people you're around.
Yeah.
And if you still active,
You right.
If you still in the streets, this is the code.
You
Whether
right.
Y'all like
Yeah,
it or
But
you're
not,
right.
this is
No,
the
but
code.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm telling you. So to
I
get
don't.
more,
I never.
to get,
I respect the
that's
code.
what I'm telling you. If that's their code, lead them on the street. That's fine. But my challenge to you is when you outside and you speaking to people, tell them the right thing, because that code is messed up. That's not
The
okay.
code ain't messed up.
No, that code is
It's-
breaking the community. That
How-
code is breaking the
Let me
community.
tell you something. No, bad decisions is breaking the community.
That code. Listen
It's
to what you
always
said.
gonna be. So you telling me because I'm telling on somebody that's breaking up that's breaking the community.
More, I'm telling you that you're saying, hey, if
Because
y'all-
I'm not snitching, that's breaking up the
listen,
community.
because you're saying if you go somewhere with your friend,
Yeah.
no, say you talking to two young men,
Right.
and they like, yeah, we be outside. This the only way we know to get it. Watty woo. You gonna be able to relate, right? You know,
That's
I
what
feel
the
that.
first thing I'm gonna tell
So
them.
I would, in my head, I would hope at this big age and being through what you've gone through, you would say, hey, that played out. This is the situation I was in. It played out like this. Hey, whatever y'all got going on, y'all shouldn't be moving like that. You can understand. You can have empathy for people, and you can tell them the right information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the both sides of the game. I'm gonna tell you you don't need to be out here like that. I tell all these young
But
men
then you're
that
gonna
I
give them the
come in
consequences. You're gonna give them the
contact with-
You and what's
consequences.
the other side?
Consequences.
Hold on.
Okay.
I tell all the young men that I come in contact with, I did 10 years. I was facing 100 years. I break it down, my charges, the charges I beat, charges thrown out, cases that I beat back in the day, everything. I don't just sit up here and be like, oh, so I break it all the way down. But it's two sides to this coin. If you gonna be out here in the streets, you gotta accept accountability for what you did. A
Okay.
man stand up in front of that judge and he apologize for his actions and he take his time on the chin. He don't tell on nobody.
Wait,
He-
so that's where we differ. That's exactly
And that's what I'm saying.
Because if I didn't do nothing, I'm not. That's not a man. If listen,
That's part
listen
of
to
the
me.
but that's
Listen, if I didn't do anything, you saying if you play in the street and you be with somebody that's street and they went and did something wrong, you saying just because I was in the street playing, I ain't get caught doing nothing. I ain't had nothing to do with that. As a man, I'm supposed to get in front of the judge and do this, and then take the time with my friend because that's my street friend, right?
So you keep on saying your friend. I
Okay, well, whatever you want to call it.
Saying what I'm saying.
What are you calling them?
I just told you. I'm gonna get kids the both sides of the game.
But I'm
I'ma
telling
give 'em
you
the
what
bad
you just
and the
said.
good.
You said
no. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're gonna play the streets, this is how you need to play it.
so. Everybody
But
over there
then-
playing in the
and then
street.
when you-
Everybody, regardless
But
of what you
need to
done
stop
did,
playing in the streets
Yeah.
because
But-
this is what's gonna happen.
you can tell
but-
me that it's hot, and you can also tell me that it's hot, it's gonna burn, but it'll heal.
But I
That
can't
is
make
not a good
nobody. I
message.
can't make how.
Because you're telling them if you're gonna play in the street, y'all out there, then y'all gotta stick together, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That's wrong.
How
That
is
is
it
wrong. Because why are you over there? If you can't take your own time like a man, then that's not a man. That's
you
not
don't
a
know
man.
what the circumstances is. You still,
I'm talking about the scenario
No,
that
you
you
still
had
talking
given.
about the scenario of if a person is innocent and they with their friend. I'm not talking about that currently.
What are you talking about now?
If I just said, you just heard me say, when I was in the streets, I tell her, hey, bro, get away from me. I'm on something right now. That's what you're supposed to do if you out here and you with somebody who go to school and he don't do nothing.
Okay.
You're supposed to be like, bro, get away from me because I'm hot right now. Or
Yeah,
I got this going on. I got the whatever on you. That's what you're supposed to do. But if you don't do that and y'all get caught up, this is how I go. You might not like it, but this is how I go. And that's why you got to give them both sides of the game. You got to give them the bad and you got to give them the good. If I'm in the streets and something happens, yes, I got to take accountability. But I'm not going to pull this man in the line of fire because I got caught. That's what I'm saying. And me, myself, personally, me, Warren Carter, I'm going to be like, bro, don't get in the car with me. I'm hot. Bro, don't.
But
come
how
over here,
often do
'cause
you-
We at war with these dudes down the block.
But can you say that doesn't happen often?
It doesn't happen.
Nowadays.
No, it doesn't happen that often.
So that's what I'm saying. They don't
guess
even
what? The dynamic of the street is a little different now.
completely different. Not
These
even a
kids-
little.
These dudes is not really at war like they was before. You see situation like that. That's why I said the dynamic is a little bit different. Just how it just happened at Juneteenth, where somebody's fighting and then somebody just get to shooting. You don't even be prepared or be able to be like, hey, bro, go on, something to jump off. You don't even have that tone. So it's hard to be like, hey, bro, stay away from me. I got something going on right now. When a fight or argument or a disagreement turns into a homicide or a shooting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when it comes to these young men, I give them both sides of the game, but I don't lie to them. I can't tell you nothing that I'm 100% against. If I say something about homosexuality and I'm not with it, I can't sit up here and tell you that it's okay if I don't agree with it. That's just me.
Saying that. I'm not saying that. My message is when you are on platforms and you can speak the truth and you know the outcome, I think that that's what you should do.
But that's your truth and that's what you believe. You got that right. I just don't believe in that.
Okay.
I just don't believe in telling.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay,
Somebody shot at my car a month ago, 2 months ago. I didn't call the police.
Yeah.
But I think you just got to be careful with your message when you want to speak in front of the masses. That's what I think. I can't go in front of a bunch of little girls like, I know y'all
don't snitch is that's what I'm saying. You feel like that's bad. And I understand that, but you can't.
I ain't running no snitch campaign.
No, but you got to realize something about this too. And it's messed up, but that's how it is. It's messed up, but this is really how it is. If you tell on somebody, these dudes out here trying to kill your mama. They can try to kill your child. They can try to do something to your girl. It's not always just I told on them I got out.
Well, I don't think it's like that no more. I think that I think that it was way worse back. I think it was way worse back in the day. I think right now people going around saying, yeah, this person talked or whatever, and they pull up, oh, what up, bro? What's going on? Talking to him, but just got done having a conversation saying this person did something. I think snitching go to another thing. So let's just say if somebody do something to my mama. And I see it happen. If I'm not telling nobody, the police, and that means I gotta be plotting revenge. Other than that, what would I just be not telling nobody and not plotting no revenge? I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
One gotta happen.
Yeah.
So either I'm telling the police or I gotta do revenge.
Right. That's another thing. It's not even. I feel like it's so much talking and not enough doing. I mean, we'll just throw some stuff out there. The girl that got killed over in Mexico. Listen, and I put this,
the girl that got beat up by her friend.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was a
transgender.
So the fact that she got brothers, I just want to know how is it? Because first of all, you come home without my baby, you're not gonna make it out of my house. It's not even happening. Like I got one child. That's my one and only. I will put you down about my baby. I don't care who you are, family.
I mean, I think those things, those situations are easy to say when you're not in it. You know what I mean? When you're not in that moment.
It don't matter.
God forbid, God, please, Lord, God forbid. Say something did happen to your child or something. Would you want that person to go to jail or would you want revenge?
No, I'm taking you out because here's the thing. My daughter is my everything. So everything I work for, everything I did, everything so that my child can have a better life. So once you take that from me, for me, it ain't even no point. So you gotta go.
And that's why I asked
you gotta go.
That's why I asked her that question, because the way she feels about her child is the way some of these dudes feel about their brother, their cousin, their guy they grew up with. And that's why the streets is how it is right now. They not interested in going to court. And then this another thing. Court ain't guaranteed. I know a family friend who that his daughter got murdered and the dude beat the case. So courts and all that don't always solve. I'm not saying
that. I guess my one statement is,
and they know
stay out the street. Like that's my thing. Like I'm finna teach you the way to be in the street and be the proper way in the street. Stay out the street.
What if you can't stop a person from being in the street?
You can't stop them, but I don't want to be the one that told you, well, then do it like this. It like this. I don't want to be that either.
Yeah, because the law that go on, like even like the conspiracy law, me and her could just say we did something, Tay was with us, and guess what? They getting Tay. And me and her go on the stand and say Tay was with us on Thursday at 7:00, and Tay was nowhere to be found. But me and Vicky is going on there. Me and Victoria going on there and basically saying that we did it. That's how it go. Jail time. That's how it go. It's the same way if a woman dealing with a drug dealer and she say I ain't know what he was doing, but she counting the money in the money counting machine every night. Then they gonna say
she buying them Birkin bags.
They gonna say so you mean to tell me you didn't think nothing was different? Him bringing 100,000 for you to count? I thought he was doing construction.
And all I'm saying is when it comes to and that's all I'm saying, when it comes to the law, it's so broad and the net reaches out so far. You can be entangled and you have nothing to do with it. That's why me myself watching it firsthand, going through it, watching uncles, cousins be lost to the system. I just can't get down with it. I don't want to be in the streets. So the best solution for me is to not have myself in certain environments and not to do certain things. Because guess what? I still know myself. If a certain situation happens, I can't promise that I'm not gonna react.
Yeah.
So the best thing for me to do is remove myself from a certain environment and keep myself over here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
As best as you can.
It's best,
So,
right?
Tanisha,
As best as you can.
is that Tanisha?
Tanisha.
She said, speaking from a person that has been put in a situation that not everyone has endured, you definitely move a lot different once placed in that situation than you thought you would have prior to that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think that when you know that you'll move different, and you should be speaking different too. You know what I mean?
But I have nephews. Not gonna say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Full-fledged in the streets. Look up to me, look up to bro, and come to us and give us these scenarios or tell us what you got going on. I done told him multiple times, you ain't got to be out here doing this. Man, you could get the job, you can still dress fly, you can still ride good. He's stuck on
Fast money.
He's stuck on I'm making too much money. So me myself, only thing I feel that I can do is try to give him advice to keep him safe and keep him out of certain situations. And tell him what to do in certain situations because he already too far gone. And some men is not gonna switch, whether it's relationships, whether it's the streets, until they are ready to, or until they get knocked over the head. And we hope it's not something that they can't recover from. See, God blessed me and gave me the time that He gave me. When I went to go get sentenced, the DA was asking for 20 years in. I'm counting. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be 50. God didn't had that in store for me. So I understand that, and I realize that I'm not no dude who's like, yeah, well, no, I'm blessed. And I get them that story, and I get them that, and guess what? For some dudes, it registered. For some dudes, it's in one ear right out the other.
Yeah.
And everybody not gonna make it.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that we all can change everybody. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying when you speak, make sure it's powerful.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Your voice is everything. You know what I mean? And
Let's
when
try to walk in.
And it's-
I think a lot of us, or a lot of people, I can't even say a lot because I mean, it's definitely some good people out there. It's definitely people that try to be a good example. But I feel like still try to be a good person. A lot of that is not that anymore. Genuine people are few and far in between. Like people not out here, everybody users, so trying to get what they trying to get instead of trying to pour into people or just be a good person. We're not even gonna say pour into people because everybody's situation if you can't help everybody. But if you continue to be a genuine person, no matter what, then it's gonna stuff is gonna always go good for you. Always try to speak positive, try to, you know what I'm saying?
I live by that. Like I have my words with people sometimes because they don't believe that it's good people outside. Oh, she fake. I am me. You know what I mean? What?
I ain't saying nothing.
What you gotta say?
What
you gotta say?
God's voice is powerful.
Yeah, it is. What you gotta say?
Huh?
What you gotta say?
That's for another subject.
No, have it down.
Huh?
Have it down.
No, go ahead.
No, say what you gotta say.
I would address it when we go to the next topic.
No, we right here. What's the difference? So you want to make this is segue into the next conversation. This one.
Yeah, you said it ain't no good man out here.
I didn't say it weren't any good men.
You said verbatim it wasn't no good man.
That is not what happened.
I said you telling me it's 30 good men.
You said I was being funny. I said that's a lie. I said that's a lie. I was being funny.
You're being funny.
We're not saying it's not no good men out here.
No, we're not saying nobody. The comments were saying the entire comment.
Yeah,
everybody was like, where they at?
Where they at?
Hello. So with me saying that and you saying I know plenty good men. I'll just use you and Elijah for instance. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. So he was saying there's a bunch of good women and his everything in not good men. I'm sorry, and everything in the group that he's been putting is to prove how good men are. Right. My thing is, you won't have to do that if everybody would just be good. No woman, and there's no way that you got a whole group of women and everybody saying the same thing. Y'all don't take heed to any of that. And when I say good, I'm talking about on like community. I'm talking about so many different things. For instance, there's things that you want to do that you shared that you want to do that we had a whole tobacco about in our podcast group, right? So I'm thinking in my head, wait a minute, Warren just told me he know a bunch of good men, right? That's what I'm thinking. Ask those good men about those resources. Ask those good men about those things.
I named you countless.
That's fine.
Resources.
You named them. I want you to be able to reach out to them.
But how you know I did it? I didn't reach out to all of them. But how you know?
But even if you did and you ended up with me, a woman, you don't know that many good men. They didn't reach
Or that
back.
might not be their lane.
They
That
didn't
might not be their
respond
lane.
back. They didn't respond back.
They did respond back.
So then what?
You have to understand, I am on parole. So there are parameters.
You don't got to get off into what we was talking about. You don't got to do that.
No.
But I'm saying,
no, I reached out to these people.
I'm just saying, no, listen, keep it. You don't have to do that. I'm telling you, when y'all with men, I don't feel like y'all give women enough credit. Is what I'm saying.
And I feel like y'all don't give men enough credit.
No,
No.
we give all.
Wait.
the
Okay, so
credit.
this is great. This is perfect.
She-
Every day, all day,
When?
24/7. We raising y'all kids. We cooking y'all meals.
Huh?
Who?
Women, what do you mean? All these fatherless kids is out here.
So what about the dudes out here that got custody of their kids?
Wait a minute.
Because there's a lot of dudes out here got custody of
There
their
are.
kids.
They
But
are, but
So just like
It
it's a
ain't
lot of
outnumbered
women out here
women.
doing that work, it's a lot of dudes
Wait,
out here
hold
doing
on,
that
hold
work.
on.
Give y'all
When
y'all
you
credit
talk, when
though.
you speak, do you speak
When a
about
man-
I give black.
I know. I
you
just call out one
when
right
you
now.
Are
He's
we
the
friends on
main-
Facebook?
when we speak, do we
Me and you
speak?
friends on
When
Facebook,
we
right?
speak, do we speak by majority or do we talk about the one-offs?
I tell you that the
When
minority.
we speak, do we speak of majority or
You
do we
speak on majority.
Do you speak of small groups or do you speak of majority? When you speak, typically.
I speak on majority. 'Cause
Okay,
let-
well,
hold on.
wait,
let me
wait,
explain-
wait,
say
wait.
what I'm finna
No,
say.
if you speak of majority, tell me, do you think it's close in percentage of single moms raising children, or do you think it's single fathers raising children? Do you think the majority is there?
I believe that it's
You
more
know what,
women-
Marcus?
More
Right.
Hold on. I believe it's more women out here raising kids.
Catch me outside.
Pause.
Because you
Wait,
just
Let's
hold
me
on,
and you,
but hold on.
Marcus. Me and you,
Because,
Marcus.
can I elaborate?
Sure.
It's more women out here raising kids. But guess what? For one, it's more women than men. For two,
How many more?
it's like y'all outnumber us damn near
Yeah.
8-1.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Then on top of that, a lot of people
Wait, pause. So they can outnumber us,
Patsy.
but you guys
Patsy
have
definitely.
more baby mamas, so there has to be number to that.
y'all got more baby daddies. It equal
But
out.
listen.
It's gonna
listen.
equal out.
So you can. I don't think it's equal. Go
It's
ahead.
gonna equal out.
Go ahead.
Because I know some females with 9 baby daddies. So that's
How
what I'm
many
saying.
of them do you know? Average.
I know like 2.
So
That-
stop it.
I'm
Why are
talking
you
about-
speaking to
I'm
them?
talking about for real. They got 9.
Okay, that's cool. I know somebody got 6. What you got? 16, 17?
I know a chick who got 8 kids by one dude. So it be like that.
I know a dude that got
But-
6 and 6.
I got I got 4. All mine got one mama. I know my cousin them 5. All one woman.
But Warren,
that's what I'm saying.
Warren, just hear me out. All I'm saying is I don't think that men give women enough acknowledgement is all I'm saying.
And-
I think that you guys think that you can live life and you think you live a grand life without a woman, and you don't. You don't.
I think you are putting
You don't.
I think
Your
you
life
are,
could be so much
Hold
better
on.
if you had a woman.
I think you are putting too much value
in
on,
women.
on a lot of these women.
No, I'm not
Hold
saying
on,
that. And I'm not saying that.
hold on.
Because I know
Because
there's some
all
awful
these women out here aren't good women. A lot of
Yeah.
these women out here aren't married.
I
women.
gotta
Can we-
agree.
can
I
we-
gotta
wait,
agree
wait,
with
wait,
that.
wait.
Can I finish
You
what I'm
can,
saying?
but let's make sure we go back here. Go ahead.
A lot of these women are out here are not marriage material.
Why is that?
Just because I can
y'all
get in
had
depth
this
if you want
battle
me to.
before.
I would love you.
But-
And go.
But
Right.
I would
just
love you
because
I would love you to
you
stay
are-
here.
but
Stay
just
here.
because I'm sitting
Stay
around
here.
3 good
Stay
women.
no. Stay here. Stay here.
Top 3
You think
amazing
no?
women.
Stay here. You think a lot of women are bad women?
Yes,
Okay, and why is that? Wait, do they? Before we start, do they have children or not?
I know some that don't have.
Well,
kids.
actually, it doesn't even matter. You can mix them too. You can mix the two. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say I'll bust it down for you.
No, you can mix them. You can
We
do.
start tagging people.
No, this is great. Go ahead.
Don't tag them.
You
Okay.
think they're bad women because?
But
Go
you
ahead.
blast.
Now let me say not. Let me clarify before I start. All y'all not bad women.
You know a lot of bad women.
Some of y'all are just not marriage material.
Okay, not marriage
And
material.
this
Why?
is why. Not financially responsible. You're not emotionally responsible.
That sounds like a man.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
No, don't.
It's a lot of dudes.
No,
like
I
that.
want him to
It's a
have.
whole
Yo,
lot of
let's
dudes
give
like
him his
that.
undivided. Go ahead. Go ahead. No interruptions, please. I want to make sure it's clear. Financially irresponsible, emotionally
A lot of
unattached.
y'all still a lot of y'all still emotionally damaged from old situations and old relationships.
Okay.
A lot of y'all don't know how to let a man lead.
Okay.
A lot of women are
Not into no bullshit. But go ahead.
Wait, you don't even have to speak. This is
No,
the
go
funny
ahead.
part. Go ahead.
What gonna say?
No. She's not gonna say anything. You go. You finish. You finish. You finish. This is great. Go ahead.
They
I didn't
said
know.
you. They trying to take you.
Because guess what? We're gonna win together. Go ahead.
A lot of y'all say y'all want a good man, but a 20, 30-year marriage consists of a lot.
Mhm.
That's the goal, right? That consists of a lot. So when the people who I know who've been married that long, they've been through countless ups and downs, from infidelity from fighting, from financial hardships. Y'all females be ready to break up over a nigga. Stop talking to a nigga if he don't text you a day.
No, you can't. You can't. Go ahead. You
Go
can't.
ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you can't. You can't.
Go ahead.
You can't. Go ahead.
How do you think a lot of y'all is ready to hit it as soon as things get rough?
Uh-huh.
No matter if it's big or small.
Okay.
So how do you have the capacity to be with somebody for 20, 30 years and you can't even handle being with somebody for 30 days?
Right. She can't show that.
No.
I'm saying she hasn't shown that she can do that.
Yes,
Okay.
It's not always gonna happen overnight. We're
Okay.
gonna have conflicts, we're gonna have disagreements.
Facts.
I might catch you talking to a dude, you might catch me talking to a female. We finna walk away.
Okay.
It was sex involved. It's a lot of females that do not have the qualities to be a woman. They don't know how to keep no house.
Mhm.
They barely raising their children.
Mhm.
Or money, bags, shoes, clothes, trips is their priority over what needs to be a priority. And financially, I think a lot of women out here are not fiscally responsible.
Okay.
Now, that's not saying that it's not no man out here like that.
No, you don't stay on the women because I know you guys like to stay on the women. Stay
But-
there.
And then a lot of dudes are also going to judge you for your sexual past.
Oh,
So a lot of women have been
okay.
Not you
out
ain't
here
put that
doing
up
their
in
thing.
there.
I'm just being real with you. It's a lot of dudes they gonna judge you off your sexual past.
Okay,
It might not
you're
even
getting
be
the
your
audience.
numbers. It
You're
might
getting
be who you
a
mess
lot.
with.
You're getting a lot of audience. Are you done? Let us know when you're done.
Ain't nobody on there but
Okay.
Marcus.
Okay, so I allowed him to. Do you have anything to say to that? Why women aren't marriage material?
No. I ain't
Okay. I just want to make sure that we discuss that. I'm glad
y'all
you.
don't keep y'all word.
I'm glad you're giving. Okay, you're giving. Okay, so you did that. That was great. So before I spoke, I just wanted to say thank you, and you can play the clip. So we're having this conversation because we all listen to this.
This how this conversation
We listened
started.
to this clip, and it
Partly responsible for.
Dr.
Let's be
Umar.
honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be a man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be
in the
held
strong-
accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course she's going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us.
I understand
We have
that.
not been on our job as black men. If the
understand that.
men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be
Oh no. Okay.
2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she not humble enough? She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
If
to
we
be
was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good
Can I ask you a
quality
question?
men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
Wow.
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
Okay. So can I speak?
Mhm.
All right. So I think he said a handful, a mouthful. I'm sorry. But that's the whole gist of it. So all the things that you were saying, it's impossible for y'all to even relate to us. Majority of the time, we hold so much. No, we do. We hold so. We could even use you as an example, being that you already openly discussed it. When you went to prison, do you think that was easy on your kids'
Not
moms?
at all.
Okay, so even on top of that, she was stressed out. I'm sure depression might have been a fact for one of them factor. The
Financial.
support, the financial piece you talked about, the emotional piece, all of those things. You think they disappeared when you came home?
Not at all.
Absolutely not. So you have to take some accountability for the time you did away from your kids,
I
right?
took all the accountability.
And you did. But imagine how many men outside aren't taking accountability for that. They don't even want to talk about it.
Definitely.
So that's the piece. I'm glad
And y'all suckers too.
I'm glad. I know you about your kids. Both of y'all are. And there's a lot of men that I do know that are about their children. But I don't think that men understand how it is to be a mother, to be a woman, to be just a female, period, and live in this world and still we got to still get up every day. You know, you talked about the emotional piece and all that. Right. Sometimes you get so far back on finances, you can't, who you going to talk to about that?
And also, money is not, everybody always talk about, providing and being a good man, and not because we know it's some women out here that's not shit either. But if we really going to speak on it, the household of a black man, like, money don't make you no good man. Just because you paying all the bills, that does not make you no good man. It's more to it than that.
That's why I talk about the cheating aspect, because the cheating aspect, although you feel like that woman keep taking him back, that's not turned into a mental issue. That's a mental thing. Right. That tears you down emotionally, correct, spiritually, sometimes, physically. Those are things that men don't think about when they outside cheating, or women too, whomever. Yeah. It's not okay, whoever it is, but typically most of the time women end up cheating. I hate to say this, they think they getting back at the man. That ain't no get back. It ain't a get back for a lady. To me, it's not a get back. That ain't even. Because you really got yours off. She's saying she got hers off, but come on now. Most women are emotional when they have sex. You would hope so. And if she at a point where she's not emotional, she's emotionally damaged. Because there's no such thing as just having sex and going. That's why I was talking to you about that. Women don't have that. You can say you do, but that shit eating you up somewhere.
A lot of them do.
That's why you outside like that. You know what I mean? That's why you outside moving like that, because you think you so player and all that. You moving foul. Right. As a lady, that ain't how a lady moves.
A woman body supposed to be sacred.
Yeah, and a man should have more. That's why I'm saying, men. I know men feel like, oh, I be out, I do this and that. I don't deal with men that don't have no standards. You get what I'm saying? No boundaries. Go ahead.
Can I address this?
Sure.
For one, Kiana, that's not true. At least for
we get it, y'all. Know.
We love y'all. We love y'all to
definitely.
Death. We might not always show it in the best way, but we love y'all to death. Now, he had hit on a lot of.
I don't think y'all hear that. You get what I'm saying? I hear that enough.
He hits on a lot of facts, and a lot of stuff he is true. But I believe, me personally, that the minority isn't the majority. And when you talk about what he just talked about, a big thing that a lot of people didn't address what he said. Where did he say it begun at?
You said why we didn't address it. What did he say?
No, a part that nobody addressed, even when the comments. Because I looked at the comments.
What did he say?
Where did he say it started at?
Where?
The mass incarceration of blacks. Y'all got to look at hold on. You got to look at cause and effect, because back in the day, Milwaukee, Indiana, Detroit, Chicago, they had big factories where all these black men was working at, and they was providing for their family. They had jobs. They had all of this. What happened? All these factories and all these cities shut down. So all these homeowners, all these people that are providing for their families was out of work. The mass migration of whites to the suburbs. Y'all know Concordia, Burlard, that highway, that was all a black neighborhood. Mm-hmm. They tore this black neighborhood down to build a highway. So in all these cities, what did they do? Regentrification. So they built projects. They built low-income housing, rent assistance, welfare, W-2, all this. And what was the first stipulation of those?
Well, I don't
A
know.
A
man
black
can't live in the
man
house.
can't live in the house. All this stuff is designed, was designed to take the black man. Hold on. Was designed to take the black man out the house. I'm not giving dudes out here who got all the opportunity in the world to take care of their family, their kids, their woman. I'm not giving them niggas a pass. All I'm saying, this is all by design. So in the 70s and the 60s, now you're dealing with a drug epidemic. You're dealing with a lack of employment. You're dealing with, then if you had a felon back then, you wasn't getting no job. And then where's the black man gonna stay at? He can't stay with his family because they're putting them in these projects, they're putting them in these houses, but he can't stay there. He can't live there. So they purposely remove the black man from his family.
Okay, but that's not where we are now in this world.
But I'm saying cause and effect. We aren't 100 years from that situation. We're still recovering to this day from all that. It's just around 2010, 2015 that felons don't have no problem getting no jobs.
Hell yeah, they're getting good ass jobs.
So that's where it began, with a black man not being able to raise his child. And then the government told the woman this: you don't need him. I'm gonna give you this welfare money. You don't need him.
But she also didn't need to take it if the man did what he needed to do. Like
how you gonna do what you need to do? Where are you staying?
Everybody, listen. Let's be clear.
No, hold on.
Let's be
Answer that
clear about
question.
this. Everybody
Where are
that
you
is
living as a black man? Where are
is
you
not
living?
innocent. Everybody that's a felon is not innocent.
That ain't got nothing
I
to
want
do with
you to,
anything.
but yeah, it does. It has
No, it
everything.
don't.
You just said
Because you're supposed to get a second chance. You're supposed to get a second chance. It don't matter what I did 10 years ago. Why can't I get a job today because I did something 10 years ago?
no. I'm not saying that, Warren. I'm right here with it. I'm right here. So even when this is just me knowing women and talking to women, right? Because I always want to know. I want to know to understand. So you keep saying that things happen. You talking about people in jail. I ain't even talking about the people that all went to jail. No, you saying they can't get a job. I'm talking about the ones
I was
that
talking
can.
about back then. I said right now. Didn't I just say?
No, you said.
within the last 5, 10
I said
years-
bring it here. I said bring it here. That's it. When it happened. When did it happen where y'all can start getting jobs, fellas?
Probably like 5, 10 years ago.
Okay, so tell me why you still have men outside that still don't want to take care of their
And
children.
I just said
Because listen, they don't want to do it because they do know that the government will take care of their children, so they feel like they don't have to.
And what did I just say? I just said it's a lot of dudes out here that's not taking care of their business.
So that's
and
what
I
I'm
said
telling.
okay,
so
but it's more men out here taking care of their
That's
business.
not true.
On my life, it is.
That-
On
show-
my life,
show
it's
me
more
that.
dudes out here taking
Show
care of
me
their
that.
business than
Show
not
me
taking
that.
care of their kids.
Show me
That
that.
is the problem.
Hey,
I can't say
listen,
that
Y'all
there
think
aren't
that the
men.
minority is
I'm
the
not
majority.
saying there
Even
aren't.
these little dudes who out here
Listen,
selling heroin
Warren,
is out here taking care
Warren,
of their
I'm
kids.
not. See,
Just because a
that's-
nigga in the streets don't mean he's not taking care of his kids.
Warren, it depends. You got it. So maybe we have differences on what it's like to take care of a child.
Yeah,
Maybe
we do.
Maybe that's it.
Because when I'm taking my kids to
when-
school, I see fathers.
because when you
When I'm
say-
at parent teacher conference, I see fathers. When I'm
Warren.
at the barbershop every Friday, I see fathers.
Warren, what I'm saying to you is your being that you had you said whatever street code you had and all that, you might see that as a version of taking care. The whole street thing, that's a dad for you, okay? When he go sell, you said when he sell drugs, he even go take care of his kids. He buy a few pair of shoes and all that stuff. I'm talking about real stuff. I'm talking about real citizen stuff. I'm talking about taking care of your medical bills. I'm talking about taking care of groceries, things like that. Things that because listen, you talking about drug stuff. The fact of you having drug money, that isn't anything on paper. That doesn't do anything for a person that
What
pays
do they got
taxes.
to do with it?
That
With
has
anything?
everything
If I'm
to do with it.
selling drugs,
You
and
create your
I'm
own atmosphere.
I'm buying clothes. I'm putting groceries up in here. I'm doing all this. Women ain't even taking care of no medical bills. Stop playing.
But
What?
hold on,
Wait,
Stop playing.
Wait.
Every woman ain't out here taking care of no medical bills.
Warren,
but
you
here's
saying women not taking care of medical bills. I'm telling you, if you co-parent, you both need to have some work on paper where you can both have medical, right? If you're co-parenting, if you're both
They
able-bodied,
take it out my child check every week.
if that's you, but I'm talking.
Okay, so it's a lot of women, men out here that's doing the same thing I'm doing.
Warren, you have to check your numbers, boss.
No, you need to check your
Warren,
numbers.
You just heard. You
the
just.
what?
We don't even got to check
I
your
just
numbers.
gave what?
This
I
man,
just heard what?
Dr. Umar is a whole number guy. I know he wouldn't just be saying that shit for nothing.
What? You don't, what city he in?
That's why I told you earlier. Didn't I tell him
What
the other
city
day?
is he
I
in?
said, I told Elijah, I said, check y'all.
Where's his school
check
at?
y'all city. Listen, I said,
What
check.
school is he in?
Listen to me, Warren.
Well, I know,
Well,
and we can
listen,
do the numbers in Milwaukee, and I
listen,
guarantee
yes,
it's plenty
that's what I'm
men
talking
that ain't
about.
taking
Do
care of
the
their kids
numbers
out here.
in-
It is a
Because
lot.
I can call
But it's a
out
lot
one
that
right
is.
now.
And I can name 20 that is.
But
So what we doing?
And we can keep
So
going.
what we doing?
And we can keep
Okay,
going.
so it's dudes out here taking care of their business.
You bringing a couple of dollars is not taking care of no kids.
So you see, y'all
You bringing a couple of dollars is not taking care of
Pause.
I know niggas that taking their kids to the doctor.
When the baby gets sick, it's the mother that's getting up and taking. It's the mother that's missing work. It's the mother that can't go to work because what the daddy doing? He gonna bring a couple of dollars. Yeah, he may come and stay with the baby for one day or maybe. If he can come in, and I ain't saying that that's you. I ain't saying that's your
But
the majority.
But listen,
now
here.
It ain't no majority.
Now here,
because I can name 30 niggas that got custody of their kids.
Now here's the thing. Now here's the thing though.
You can name 10 niggas that don't do nothing.
Now
I
here's
didn't say that.
She said that.
I
She
didn't
said
say
that.
that.
Okay, and I can name more than that that got custody of their
I
kids.
also know
Where's
that
the mama
I
at?
was raised by a single father.
Warren.
I was raised by a single father, so I'm not knocking it.
Warren. You are
But
talking.
saying
I'm
that
talking
it's few and
about
far in
numbers.
between,
I'm
sweetheart.
talking.
No, you
Listen,
talking about far in between.
Warren.
Niggas is out here.
Warren.
Niggas is out here every day.
Warren, listen to what
Just
I'm saying.
because you don't
Warren.
see it and there's not in your face, or you don't know
Warren.
what that man doing behind the scenes.
Warren.
Just like you said up in the hospital.
Warren.
Hold on. You said up in the hospital. You said I was in the hospital. I saw nothing but mothers in there.
Yeah.
Okay, who paying these bills? How you know it ain't a man up here?
Oh, the
paying
father
these
at work.
bills?
The father at
How
work.
you
is
know he
saying.
ain't taking
Yeah.
care of the house while she's sitting up there with kids?
Warren.
How do you know that?
Warren, I don't know that.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm telling you what I saw. I lived in there, and I'm telling you, even if it's a mental issue to live in a hospital, you can't even live in a hospital. It's not even safe to do. What I'm saying to you is, I'm telling you that you would need to switch off. I did not see the switches.
Everybody, you feel like you need
Warren,
to switch
I
off.
was there.
Listen,
Why
let me tell you something.
why-
Women are more.
See, now even you saying that.
Can
is
I
wrong.
finish my statement though?
You saying that women are more nurturing, I just told
I
you.
didn't say nothing about
Warren,
nurturing. You
what
ain't
you
even let
gonna
me
say?
say what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
Say what you gonna
I
say.
was finna say women.
Wait. You're answering the question to why men don't feel like they should be in the hospital with their children. Go ahead. Because what? Because now you gonna piss me off.
Now I just said I didn't say they don't need to.
What? When you said because
this is
that's
what I
not their-
said.
what?
I said you don't know what that man is doing.
I just asked you. I said they're not in there. They never switched off. Now what?
Okay, maybe they don't. Maybe they didn't. Maybe she told them I got this. How
No,
you know that?
I just told you that it's not healthy to stay
That's
in the
your
hospital.
opinion.
It's not my opinion.
That is your
It's
opinion.
the hospital's opinion.
Because I could be up at the crib taking care of this house.
Warren,
These lights still
Warren,
got to get
did I-
paid.
when I did
This
not-
rent still got to be paid.
Tia, I lived in the hospital. Did they not ask me to leave because it wasn't safe for me to be there every day? I am telling you what I know.
What that mean?
What do you mean what it means?
Dude, that don't got nothing to do with
Warren,
a man
I'm gonna
not
get
being
off that.
there.
I'm gonna get off that.
That has
I'm
absolutely
gonna get off
nothing
that.
to do
Warren,
with a
I'm
man
gonna
being
get off
there.
that. I'm gonna get off that.
No,
I'm gonna get off
just
that.
hold on.
No, let's.
Because you taking
Warren,
your personal.
Warren,
Hold on.
I'm telling
Can
you.
I finish what I'm saying?
No, you can't because you don't know what you're talking
You don't know
about.
what you're talking about.
I was there. How don't I know?
Because you sitting up here talking about.
I'm
your
telling you what the
situation.
hospital told me, what the doctors told me.
So
So
the
you telling me
doctor
that?
told you there's no man in here.
No, I did not say that.
Exactly.
I just told you that they
So
said
what
it
you
wasn't
talking
safe
about?
for the one person to be there all the time. It wasn't healthy. It wasn't safe, is what I said. And you now are telling me, oh, maybe the man is here. No, as a man, you should say, baby, go home, rest up,
And that's
then
your
we'll
opinion.
switch off. That's what I'm telling
That's
you.
your
Your
opinion.
opinion,
So
your
how you
thought,
know that
your
that
thought
woman-
process, even if she did say stay, that's what I'm telling you is the problem. Women do say things like, okay, I'll take care of
I
it.
agree.
But, and then y'all just walk away. That is not okay.
That's your opinion.
No,
How
it
that's
is
your
my
personal
opinion.
opinion.
It is my opinion.
Some
That's
women-
why we're here for opinions. We're on this podcast for opinions.
Some women, you don't know if that man's wife, his baby mama.
Warren, I don't care what you think you know. I am
It's
telling
not about
you.
what I think
Yes,
I know.
it is.
I just
because
told
you keep saying the same thing over and over. Maybe they didn't want
Hey,
to. I'm telling
what do you?
you
Hey,
as a woman.
what? Hey, what do you? Hey, what do
She
y'all?
said she hit it right on the head. Why is it always a competition about who do more? Why is it
Who-
always
who
a
made it a
competition about who do
competition?
more?
Not, wait a
Who
minute.
made it a
Hey,
competition?
I didn't
hey,
make it a
what
competition.
y'all?
Also just
Hey,
said black men don't like women. So what are we talking about?
hey,
That
what is?
doesn't even equate.
Dog,
Hey.
you trying to say that men don't do as much as
I
women.
did not
No, no,
say
no.
that.
Let
You
me-
What y'all-
are-
Y'all
Hey.
been saying that.
Let me
What y'all-
answer this
Hey, what?
question. Can I
Hey,
answer
what,
this
hold on, hold
question,
on.
bro?
What y'all think about the YK Cyrus? What's dude's name? The YK Cyrus and the girl Sukiana. What's her name? By dude kissing her on the show. Remember what y'all think about
I
that?
think that she was put in an uncomfortable situation, and the men sat there and watched
Oh,
it happen, and they thought it was funny. That's what I think.
Well, here's the thing.
So let me, can I?
It's
To
wrong for
me,
me
to
do
me,
like
to
that.
me, I think that he shouldn't have did it, right? But I do think that the way he did it, she kind of played along with it. Like most women would have pushed the nigga off. Like, hold on, nigga, what you doing? Like she kind of, like she was laughing, giggling. I'm not saying he should have did it, but I'm saying when he did it, she carried it on. They kind of thought it was cool too.
She was doing all this ain't nothing to you. So
but I'm saying, like,
if I'm reaching for somebody and they do this, to me that means don't touch me.
Right.
But okay, so here's my thing, and I hate to say this, so let's go ahead and
pause on that. If you're reaching to me and I move back, what are you gonna do? Is your natural reaction?
But she laughing.
You're right.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So wait. So if you if you get raped and you wet, that means you like it.
No.
If you get raped and you wet, that means you like it.
Thank you, NY. Thank you.
Let me say this.
If you get raped and you wet, do you like it? If a man get raped and he hard, do that mean he wanted it?
That's apples and oranges.
That is not apples and oranges.
Let me finish.
How is that apples and oranges?
You are the same person that preached about accountability. I feel like
her.
every time it comes to a woman that you let them out every time.
He asked what I just said.
Us men is not always right. But I feel like
if a man get hard, do that mean that he didn't get raped?
I feel like you don't never hold women accountable.
Did you not just hear everything I said? Did I hear it? What bad? He walked up to her. Did you even know? Do you even know what we're talking about? Because you never really know. Do you know what we're talking about?
You love.
Do you know what we're talking about?
This is what I saw.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yes. He was bogus.
Yeah,
he was bogus. He was bogus. But he was definitely bogus. It shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have done it. But shorty, the way you conduct yourself, the way you carry up, I'm not saying that she deserved it. Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
Why is there even a but?
This girl was just because you don't want to hold people accountable for shit that they do.
I thought
she was just in Milwaukee last week with her titties out, playing with herself on stage.
Wait,
can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. Let me know when you done talking, because you've been talking a whole lot. I've been quiet for quite a bit.
You ain't been quiet at all.
You're lying. The beginning segment of this show, you've been talking.
And
Go
you
ahead.
have too.
I have not. Go ahead.
Well, let me just say this for the Suki.
No, I want to say this. Even if you make a face, I want to say something. Y'all bother me with this. Even you. Get your point. Because I got something for you. Go ahead.
Let me get my point. You ain't got nothing for me.
I do. I have a statement for you.
Let me get my point. When it's all said and done, was he wrong? Absolutely. But as a woman, if somebody's doing something you don't like, you should push them off. Not she playing and laughing. If you don't want it, you're gonna let somebody know. Like, get up off me. She was playing and laughing, which was inviting behavior. You sitting there looking, laughing, looking crazy. If she really didn't want it, then she should have said something. You could have pushed that man off anything if it was that big a deal. You talking about some? No, I fear for my life. I fear this, but you out here acting like
well, even besides how she acting, I think the way when he did it, how she reacted, it should have been different. It should have been handled different.
So can I say this? So if a woman is on a Facebook and they are saying, because I remember you at the last live we had, you said, because I just do what I'm gonna do and then you get the fuck out. I'm gonna fuck. You gonna get the fuck out. So anytime you invite a man to your house, are they to believe that you want to have sex with them and they can just take it?
But see what it is.
I know. Ask yes or no.
No.
Okay, so even if you get on Facebook, any woman, and they wearing provocative clothes, they saying provocative things, is a man when they're in the privacy, when they're in private places with them, are they supposed to just feel like you supposed to take it?
No, but
why I want to know why she is any different than anybody else that posts on Facebook doing everything they do.
They might try it.
They are going to try it.
Yeah.
If you try
it and you allow it, is she allowed?
What's not allowed? Because she didn't say. Because what if you just don't say nothing? You just in shock that he.
You allowed it. If you want somebody to not do something, open your damn mouth.
So
I don't want to hear.
So do you not know?
I don't want to hear. Oh, I don't like it, and you.
So do you not know that some people handle shock value? They handle that different. So
I suffer from anxiety.
So how would anybody know?
But if I don't want it, I don't want it, and
but that's you having a vocal voice. That everybody doesn't have that.
Can I ask y'all?
Everybody doesn't have that.
What's that, Warren?
Everybody does. He is wrong, and everybody doesn't have that. Everybody, do you and I respond to things differently? Just us.
See, this is the thing. I think, let's just say if that was Tay would have flipped out if he would have even think about, if I'd have did, should have nigga out the gate. Nah,
but
she wouldn't have been laughing with me. She wouldn't have been laughing and joking with me and smiling. She would have right away let me know.
Wait. But what? What's your other?
I'm saying you would have right away let me know Absolutely not.
But
And the men there would have got the reaction and know, like, hold on, bro, hold on.
Tia isn't as vocal as say anybody that knows us knows that. So Tia might.
But Tia would have made a face.
No,
So what if she didn't make
right
a face that you could identify with though?
Yeah, that's true.
Can I ask
But
you-
Tia got some faces. She can make some faces and let you know. Oh,
Tia,
okay,
and Tia
yeah,
wouldn't have been as hysterical as me.
Yeah.
But you know Tia
Yeah.
to know, hey, from the TV looking, damn, he really made Tia feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So Tia, some people laugh when I know people that laugh when they pissed off, when they mad.
Yeah, that's true.
I know people that cry when they mad and they ain't even finna do nothing. So
I'm
am I
finna do something.
but some of them not finna do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just because you loud don't mean you active.
Yeah.
That don't mean nothing.
Now, can I ask y'all something? Is perception reality?
No,
It's not, right?
no.
So, but you believe what you put out there. If you put yourself naked on Facebook, naked on Instagram, do you believe that people will perceive you a certain way and treat you a certain way?
Absolutely.
Now, dude, like I said, we gonna get this correct before y'all jump out there. He was dead wrong.
Thank
for what
you,
he did.
Chastity.
He
Definitely
was
dead
for
wrong.
what he did.
Definitely.
But the whole situation is, shorty, you.
We know why he tried it.
You out here with you out here with your titties out. You out here with your ass out. You just had a conversation with Lil Duval. Oh, I tear that mug up. I do all this. So in his mind, he like, oh, she gonna go for this. Or I'm so used to watching her expose herself and degrade herself that he probably felt like he could do that without it being a problem.
And here's the
now,
thing.
he was definitely wrong. Now you can add all you want to.
And here's
but when you put something out there,
and
when you put something out,
and here's the thing,
because you need to also hold women accountable. Because
Did I not just say that? Warren, I just said everything you said. I just asked her if she make a post, a provocative post, if she dresses provocative. Is when one gets in front of you, are they to believe that they can degrade you?
We had a conversation last week when I said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you, or shame on me." So what happened when a female's on her 5th baby daddy? That don't get talked about, and y'all sitting up here, people will sit up there and talk about, oh, the niggas this, the niggas that. You keep on having kids. It's I just flipped the
You just told me that you had 4 baby mamas.
No, I did.
I thought you said
it proves you don't listen. What did I say?
You said
4 kids and 1 woman.
Oh, I thought he said they all had their own mom.
No, I said 4 kids by 1 woman.
But you said, then you said you knew women that had other kids, 9 kids or something, right?
I said I know females
that's
that have.
neither here nor there for me.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't hold women accountable.
Listen, because I don't hold men to the same accountability.
Yes, you do.
How?
You've been talking about men ain't shit for the whole time we've
I
been on
say
here.
that you are wrong for trying to act like all you. I know.
So the woman is wrong for keeping on having kids with all these niggas.
I'm telling you that you might have your own, and I said this last week. You might have your own perception of what is good. Oh, he was cool in high school. He'd be cool at the barbershop. He'd be cool when we go to the club. That don't mean he a good guy at home, is what I said to you. So that just because you think that guy is good doesn't mean he's good at home. He's a family guy. That doesn't mean he takes care of his kids because you think he's good as a friend. That's not how that works. That's not how good works.
And I never said that.
You
I never
did.
Said, no, I didn't.
I said he's a good guy.
I said
you said you can name 30. She like, I can name 30.
And the niggas who I know them personally. I'm not talking about no dude who I know of. So I know of a lot of dudes that don't take care of their kids.
Not even me. Not
I
even
don't know no dudes personally who don't take care of their kids. I know of dudes that don't take care of their kids. I know of niggas who don't take care of their kids. I don't know no dudes personally, intimately, that don't take care of their kids. Well, that's what I said.
I'm around men that take care of their kids. I made a whole post about that shit last week. I know a lot of men, the men I associate with take care of their children. But I also know
the majority of men don't take care of their
because
kids?
I know that to be true. That's what I'm saying. That's very true. Yes, it is. So you telling there's more men to take care of their kids than there is more women? That is not true.
Hold on, wait.
We're not. Now we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that.
No, you flipping the argument. We never said more.
I'm not flipping the argument.
Yes, you is.
I'm telling you, majority of the women take care of those children you're talking about. You said that's
that
not
doesn't
true.
mean the man doesn't either.
I never said.
Guess what?
I never said there were no men that didn't take care of. I did not say that.
I
said there is a lot that don't. Is what I said.
The majority of men don't take care of their kids. That was your statement.
I'm telling you. Go ahead.
There are more men who take care of their kids.
What stats? Can we get the stats? Because where are the stats at?
Hold on.
Let's just get the
Because-
stats. No, let's get the stats. And I'm not saying that just to say that. I'm saying that because I had a live about that.
There's
Remember
more
that day
men
I
that
had
take
that
care of
live?
their kids than
I
they
had a
think.
live on a Sunday about that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
get
we
the
never-
numbers.
yeah, we
Let's
never-
not talking about
yeah,
that and get the numbers.
yeah, we-
Because that's
yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah, no, we never gonna say it's more men take care of the kids than women.
I said he did not send me nothing. He said Oprah
I'ma
said
tell him
that.
to
And she
send
said
the whole
that
thing.
from
I'ma
America
I'm
basis.
gonna tell him
She
to
did
send
not
the
say
whole
Milwaukee. Tone, do Milwaukee alone.
I'ma
How
send the
many
whole survey.
how many
I'ma
how
try to
many
put it the
fatherless
whole-
homes are there? Do Milwaukee alone.
You
Just
can't,
get that
yeah,
number.
you can't go with
Fatherless homes.
You can't go with
You
that.
can't do that though.
You can't
Why?
do that because I'm not in my kids' home.
You don't have to be in the same
Okay,
household
well,
to take
do
care of kids.
single.
Exactly. You don't gotta
What
be
do you
the
want to
same
do?
home to
What do
take
you
care
want
of
to do?
children.
What numbers do you want to do? Because nothing makes any sense. Because there's no way we sit and talk and it's always, oh, I know a bunch of niggas that do this. I know. There's no way. There's no way.
That's
Are you
you.
telling me your whole timeline, my whole timeline, her whole timeline, his whole timeline, and even if you put it yours too, even just us right here as a collective, they're gonna say nobody, men don't be on shit. They're all gonna say
That's
that.
a lie because Father's Day, I saw plenty of women on my time and I got 4,000 friends.
Listen,
Let's take it outside of Father's Day. I take it from
right.
No, I'm not
No,
just
no,
saying.
no, no, I got-
Father's Day pro se.
no, no.
I'm just saying. Thank you for being a loving father. Thank you for being a provider.
And
in
I
the
get
marriage. I
that.
ain't just talking about just Happy Father's Day.
Okay. I don't go based on
I didn't have any of that either.
I don't go based on
He was
I don't
bombarded
go
by it though.
I don't go based on social media
I will say-
because
I definitely would never
I'm
do
never
that.
gonna say that I don't know men and that. I mean, we do. There is a perception out there that black men don't take care of their children. That's not true. There are. I know. I'm with you. I know some amazing fathers. One of my closest friends, he is a single father. He has children, teenagers. He do it all by himself. The mama don't help do nothing. She don't want to do nothing. Ain't trying to do nothing. So I think that's amazing. But with that being said, his one is one of 50 that don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But
I-
now that's the thing. That's
hold
the
up.
thing. I do think this too. I do think it's some women that do have the father taking care of the kids, but they tell their friends and family that they doing it all alone and no one is
I know
helping.
that. I hold a woman accountable for even
Yeah.
saying
And
something
that's-
like that.
but that's why I
And
think
how
you
would
can't
you know?
always-
You're gonna listen to your friend.
No, not necessarily.
Huh?
That's-
No, you can
How
hear
do
through
you
that.
know what's going on in these households?
Warren, actually, why? Let me correct myself because that wasn't even our conversation. The father piece. The conversation was bad men. That's what the conversation was. It was bad men.
28% of African American children do not live with any father representation.
Well, yeah, that's we
Well, they
not
said
live
live. They
with.
said
Yeah,
live
we're not
with,
talking about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm
It
saying
wasn't
it's-
even about that. It was about our conversation was about men being bad. I
Okay.
said just because you feel like he's a good friend to you doesn't mean he's a good man.
Define being bad though.
Thank you.
A bad man?
Because a lot
A
of
bad
times
man?
conversations
Yeah,
come
let's
back.
start
I think
there.
men that have multiple women that are narcissistic that run around, I think that's a bad thing.
So basically you're saying there are more boys
Yeah.
who want to be men than there are actual
Facts.
men.
Facts.
When we talk about bad men,
I have to agree to disagree on that one
it
because-
all comes back to cheating.
because majority of the
You said
men,
57.6 of black children are living absent of their biological father, or living absent. So that's valid. Living absence, meaning that he's not around, not
But
even
that does-
household, but living absent.
Where'd you get that statistic from?
now
Because also, are you talking about living in the household?
No, she said living absent, living in life absent.
And where you get that statistic from?
I don't know. She will have to say.
Because what's living absent?
But she's been rooting for you the whole conversation, so I'm sure she didn't
No,
make
she hasn't.
something.
Living-
Yes, she
No,
has.
she's been up and down. She's been back and forth.
Well, she's been neutral.
Yeah, she's been
Biological fathers don't miss that part. Oh, biological fathers. Oh, so the stepfathers are stepping in. Okay.
right, I was saying like I was just getting ready to say just because the biological is not in the situation does not mean that there is not a male role model in the household. Uncles, brothers, stepdads sometimes still raise these kids, so they still have male representation in the household. It just may not
be the actual
It might not be the
Yeah,
actual father.
I remember when I did. Well, I was on StreamYard when I did it, and I was with 4 women, and we
Right.
talked about that. So I got the stats on that. That's how I knew about Milwaukee numbers.
Right.
It was outrageous. It was
There
outrageous.
is a
the
lot.
amount.
There's a lot of factors in that, unfortunately.
It did. It broke it down,
there is
and
a lot of
I'm speaking from that perspective of what
Right.
the stats
I get
saw.
where
you
you
get what
coming
I'm saying?
from. Yeah.
I would never just make something up. I'm saying that you can be a good friend, but that doesn't mean you're a good man.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to the
No,
conversation,
I'm not saying it like that. I'm just telling Warren that you haven't been necessarily against him because I don't want him to feel like you made up the numbers. No, I was saying that if she's been like that, she didn't just make up a number. It was a valid number.
But this is what I'm saying. That stat, like he just said, some of these stats can be skewed. because like
But
you just said, I'm not in my kid's household. So if you
she said living absent.
Can I finish my statement?
I want you to know what you're talking about.
No, can I finish
living
my
absent and absent out the house?
Can I finish my statement?
Warren, know what you're talking about before you say it.
Didn't even finish because I was going to that part, but you didn't let me.
You
get
never
there.
got there. You started wrong.
No, I didn't.
Let's get back to podcasting here.
Statistics are skewed.
Every other Thursday.
I'm not in my my kid's household, but I'm in my kid's life, and also I'm a stepfather. So where you gonna put that in the stats?
Never mind.
No, I'm saying what stat are you gonna? How are you gonna create that stat?
Warren.
How?
Warren, there's stats for all of that.
All right.
Look it up.
That doesn't mean that they're accurate.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is take a commercial break so you two can calm down.
No,
I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
Sometimes I'm a talk person, you don't even let them finish their
thought. Because this hat versus no hat conversation is getting heated.
Warren, even with me talking to you right now, I'm telling you, you started out wrong because she didn't.
How did I start out wrong when I'm trying to get to a point? Just because I didn't start where you wanted me to start doesn't mean that I'm wrong. I'm trying to say what I have to say.
I just don't want you to feel like she was saying something against what you were saying. You said she reiterated what she said.
You have to give a person a chance to finish.
Warren, I let you finish. I'm telling you, you be saying some fucked up shit. Maybe that's it. I don't want to regurgitate the shit you be saying sometimes. I don't even know if you even understand what you be saying sometimes.
Because I don't agree with you doesn't mean you're wrong.
I never said that.
Like I said, you don't let people finish their statement.
I do. Sometimes you say fucked up shit and you be so hard. You speak with such conviction. I be afraid of listening to you.
You just don't agree. So you get mad.
That's not true. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at all.
You get upset when you don't agree.
Warren, I'm not mad at all.
I'm telling you the truth of what's going on.
Warren, do you hear me saying I'm not mad at you? That's the truth.
Your actions and your tone and everything.
But I'm telling you, I said, my tone, your actions, you're loud, you're being.
Hey, get your bestie. Get your bestie.
You beat the table with her. Are we to presume you were mad at her?
I'm passionate.
Are we to presume you were mad at her?
No.
Okay, well, why do I have to be mad?
You also don't.
She's a guest, matter of fact.
And you cut her off several times.
You were beating the table with her. I'd rather cut her off than beat the table like I'm gonna jump over it. No. What are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. A black man is misunderstood.
But
if a black man raises his voice.
Well, I'm always raising my voice, so you don't.
I didn't get nothing away. I didn't take nothing from it.
Because I'm here for it.
I didn't take nothing, and you were. You beat the table right back with him. I'm telling him.
But I'm passionate too.
I'm just passionate.
And I think it's a great
and so am I. I'm telling him. Don't assume I'm upset. But when you were upset and showing anger, it wasn't upset.
I just feel like us as black men get a bad and a negative rap. I believe that we take the minority.
I'm gonna knock this TV down. I'm about to knock this TV down.
You knock my TV down, bro.
No, next show, I'm not gonna talk at all, and they're gonna just talk. I promise you, I'm not. No, you're gonna talk. I'm not.
Hey, for real, Juan.
I promise you, I ain't. I promise you.
Juan across the hall.
I promise you, I'm not. I'm not.
I asked the person.
I'm not.
It's not even you to just sit there. That's not.
No, I promise you, I'm just gonna sit there. I promise you, I'm. Matter of fact, I'm not even coming.
Yes, she is.
I promise you, I'm not coming. Y'all gonna work. I promise you,
or do you believe it's more black men in college? Dudes swap it down.
I'm gonna watch y'all.
You ain't coming.
I promise you.
That's the perception out
here. Because y'all gonna speak up.
I'm not more black men in college.
Exactly, and this man swore up and down, argued me up and down that it was more black men in prison than it was in college. That's the perception out here, and I don't like and I don't understand the perception that it's not a major majority of men out here handling their business. Because guess what? The dudes that's out here selling heroin and running the streets, they are the minority. It's probably about 400 dudes in the county jail right now. But, so what about the other thousands of dudes that's going
on? Why are you looking at me?
But with that being said, though, I understand your point, and that's cool.
Why? I'm talking with him because he's ignorant. I don't like it.
At the end of the day, Sugarfoot, they not out here.
They said we better check on Tia.
You are one of
Tia be the one get crazy, flip this whole table over here.
And it's sad. It's sad that our black women think that.
Do something. That's because we live in it.
Y'all live.
You not living it.
Y'all deal with though.
Which one of the niggas we deal with? I got sisters, mothers, aunties.
What I just say? That's the niggas y'all deal with.
But it's
your friends, all that. That's who they deal with.
But at the same time, if you see it all over,
because you
so don't none of these. So ain't Ain't none of these females ever had a good man.
He act
I
like he
ain't saying
know
that they never
all
had a good man. That's
niggas.
not the
He
question.
just told you. he
You
was
act
a
like it's
serial
no
nigga.
good man.
He just said he was a serial cheater. Like no.
So
He said
that
you-
don't make me a bad man.
He said
No,
used
I
to
never
be.
said you were a bad man for.
So
No,
what do
actually,
me
I
cheating
did
got to
say
do
you
with
were a bad
anything?
man. I did say you were a
So
bad
what
man.
do me cheating have to do with anything? That's my personal decision,
Warren,
not between
Warren,
whoever I was
Warren.
with.
Well, he
That
used to be.
doesn't devalue me.
What he used to be.
Y'all, you might just be like, I'm not in a.
Warren,
I wouldn't be in a
I
relationship
said-
with him because he has cheated before.
Warren,
That's the only thing you
Warren,
can say.
Warren, can I say something?
Go ahead.
I'm telling you that when we speak with you being a serial cheater, I'm not saying anybody has to hold you. I don't know when the last time you cheated. I don't know. All I'm saying is when we have conversations, I don't understand why you act oblivious to there being men that aren't right. That's the part. That's the only thing I'm saying. You act oblivious to that. And then even when Tia posted that Dr. Umar piece, you were very receptive this time. But in the group, you had so much. You were totally against what he said. But when you got here, it
I
was.
know. Go back and look. It's in my phone. I never was against what he
I
said.
said, do you not
You-
agree?
I don't.
What did I say in that group? What did I say when I said, Warren, you never spoke about that? He said, why didn't he mention women? I said, because he was talking about accountability for men. And what did he say? Because why did women even come up?
Okay, so he said,
Well,
just now seeing it, he stated facts, but
That ain't
he's
got nothing to
leaving
do with
out
your
information, and as usual, no accountability is being held to the women.
So why would
Thank
that
you.
even be a response?
because he was talking about women. He was making regards of women, and he was saying the reason why women act how they act. And I said there is no accountability for women that make bad
But-
decisions and don't do right. That's what I said.
So
I never said that he was wrong. I said that I feel that women aren't held accountable as well. If you have 4 or 5 baby daddies and they still, girl, it's all right. You gonna get. Come on, man.
So Warren, what happens when a man knows that a woman already has 3 baby daddies and he decides to be the 4th? What do you say about that?
He dumb. He's dumb.
So how
But
many
guess
men
what?
do you
I know
think?
dudes who
How
have
do you how
become
many
a
men do
baby
you
daddy
think?
and took care of those other 4 all
How
those kids.
how do you? So how I'm saying, what is your? He's dumb. That's just it. He's dumb.
Because I wouldn't do it.
You see what they say?
Somebody got a question. What is your definition of a good woman?
You know, I said good man.
Good
Good
man.
man.
I'm sorry.
I think a good man is a man who provides, protects. He's loving. He's caring. He's there. He's there when he needs to be there. And
He able to cheat from time to time.
if you listen, when it comes that's where our divide keeps
What
coming
she
in.
say? What makes a bad man?
What makes a man a bad man if not his choice?
Thank you, Drea.
That's where the divide keep coming in when it comes to the cheating. That's
She
where,
said his choices, if not his choices.
that's where the divide keep coming in. I said I used to be a cheater.
She didn't say anything about cheating. She said what
Can
makes
I
a bad.
finish what I'm saying? That's
Why,
what I'm saying.
Warren, you keep saying that you don't want to talk about cheating. She said what
I didn't
makes
say
a
I
bad.
don't want to talk about cheating. I said that y'all keep. I said I see cheating is the dividing line when it comes to a good man and a bad man. And I still
Can you just hold her comment? I mean, hold her comment and ask after he done with the cheating comment. Okay, thank you.
can I see? That's what I'm saying. You don't even let people finish.
I know.
their
I want you
sentence.
to finish. I thought you was on that one. That's all. Sorry.
No, I
sorry. I'm holding myself accountable. Sorry.
You gonna say Sarah
Answer
12
that next.
times?
Answer that next.
12 times.
Answer that next.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
bothered?
I'm not bothered at all. I just want you to stay on topic.
I
Sometimes.
am staying on top.
Okay, let me
say what the hell I'm finna say.
Be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
You said what makes a bad. Wait, see, I'm
Go ahead
all-
and read it.
No,
What
she
makes
said
a-
what constitutes a bad man. I said what I was trying to say is
That's a
I see the
definition.
divining line is the cheating. Cheating shouldn't be accepted. All this other things, but I don't think that you can cancel out every other thing that man does and say that he's a bad man because he's cheated or because he has cheated. So that's me coming full circle to answer her question. So I think you should take care of your kids, take care of your family, take care of your woman, provide, care. You supposed to be there at any moments. When her family needs something, when she needs something, that's a good man. But when it comes down to it, a lot of women will not consider you a good man if you are a cheater or if you have cheated in the past. That's where the divide keeps coming from, because we keep talking about what is a good man and cheating keeps coming up. Regardless if you like it or not, cheating keeps coming up. We talking about your actions and your choices, right?
It's a reflection of a character.
Yeah. So that's our personal opinion.
But
So-
why not the last question though? Because that didn't have anything to do with cheating. What makes a man a bad man if not his choices?
What makes a bad man You choose to do whatever you want to, but what makes a man bad? Abuse, physical, verbal, not being there for his woman, not being there for his kids, being absent when they need you there. I mean, you can be verbally disrespectful. You can shut your family out, and that could be bad. You can be a person that just feel like you can do the bare minimum, and you provide. It's a lot of things that constitute being a bad man.
So Kiana, that's exactly what I said. So I told you that a minute ago. I told you that when men cheat, that damages women, and I told you that damages them emotionally, spiritually, physically, verbally, and you said nothing.
Because at the end of the day, if a man cheats, you have the decision to stay or leave. That doesn't make what he did right. That doesn't mean that you should accept it or you should look past it. But at the end of the day, you have a decision if you're going to stay or go.
Is that a bad man?
If you decide to go, to me, it's not.
Okay.
Because women,
so that's why
women
we
cheat.
differ.
Women
Okay.
cheat too. And I don't think she a bad woman.
Warren, can I say something? Nobody said anything about women. She asked you a question about men.
I can say what I got the right to say what I want to say. So why are you stopping me from saying what I want to say?
I'm asking you why every time a woman says something about men, why do men bring in women? That's all I want to know.
Because y'all are not held accountable. A lot of y'all not held accountable.
Warren, I can say
a lot of you women are not held accountable. We beat up on men all day, but we don't talk about the chicks out here selling coochie. We don't talk about the chicks out here with 5-6 baby daddies.
Can we trust a woman? Yeah.
Yeah, we can trust a woman because I think a woman is designed for monogamy. A lot of men is not. You can get mad all you want to. It's in the Bible.
I'm not mad. What Bible? What Bible?
It's dudes in the Bible with 4 or 5 wives. It's some dudes out here that don't believe in monogamy.
So shouldn't they just be upfront and say that?
Yeah, now I agree with that. But this Muslims, they can have multiple.
But they're
wives.
not. You're not. You're not.
Yeah, you're right.
There's mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. Men don't talk about that. And every time a woman says anything about a man, it's always but women. Be a man and stay where the conversation.
No, be a woman and hold your friends accountable too.
I do.
I hold niggas accountable.
I do.
I hold niggas accountable.
Clearly you don't, because you say you don't see anything wrong with cheating.
Because it's not my duty to speak on somebody's bedroom. That's why. I'm not finna sit up here and tell dude, oh man, woo, you cheating and all this. That's none of my business, no. I don't have nothing to do with somebody's bedroom. That's not something that I feel like I need to be accountable for.
You don't have anything to do with
now,
anybody's
if he put his hands on
O.J.
him like,
Kelly.
man, bro, you shouldn't do her
You
like
don't
that.
have anything to do with anybody's finances either, but you said you'll interject if he isn't a provider.
Because you're supposed to take care of your kids, right?
You're supposed
I don't advocate you taking care of this woman if you don't want to, but
You
you
said
supposed to take care of your kids.
There's niggas who millionaires who don't cheat, who are bad humans. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's true too.
What you mean, thank you?
Did you just read the comment?
Yeah, but you act like you said that or something.
I'm saying thank you to
what
him.
you said.
Wait.
Ain't got nothing to do with what you said. You said thank you like you had made that point.
I
You
said,
proved your point.
can I say thank you to him? When I say a nigga pressed, a nigga is pressed.
No, you can't talk about one side without talking about the other. No matter how you what you think, you can't talk about.
He has to be because he's a serial cheater, so he can't just, like he said at the beginning, he can't say.
No, for one, I'm not biased because, like I said, I'll add both of them in.
Hello.
Like I said, at the end.
That's in the Bible. That's a part of that culture, and the women know that accept that culture.
Listen, ain't nothing I can say to him. Hello.
Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't have to hold no dude accountable for cheating.
I don't
have to hold no person accountable for cheating. That's his personal business, what he do in the bedroom with somebody else.
That's the problem. Y'all don't hold men accountable like y'all need to. They're not going to
We
because
don't
they
have
want to
to.
talk
We don't
about
have
the
to.
men. They want to talk about the women. Now, if it was a man in the house taking care of the house and doing all this and that, he gonna scream. His friend gonna scream up and down. Oh, she bogus. She woo woo woo. And she go out and cheat.
And guess what?
He would say, "Don't interrupt me." When she go out and cheat, if it's a man take care of a household and a woman go out and cheat, your friends gonna be, "Oh, you bogus for doing my boy like that." Wati this and that. Like what?
Guess what? Somebody always want to make assumptions about what a nigga gonna say. I didn't been in that situation, and my nigga told me, man, she cheated. I said, bro, you got caught cheating 30 times. She got fucked one time. You can't forgive her for that? You can't forgive her for that. And
But
you in
men
there,
can't
you
take
hit
the
30.
same.
They can't.
Motherfucker next week.
They
I am not
can't.
coming this motherfucker next week.
They can't.
I'm going to
But
choose
but
peace
that's what I'm
next
saying.
week.
That's the whole point. You try to hold every nigga in the
We ain't
same
here next
category.
week
Every
anyway.
dude ain't in the same
That
category.
week after, I ain't coming this motherfucker.
Every dude ain't in
This
the
nigga
same
ain't gonna run my
category.
blood pressure up.
I didn't talk to my nigga like, bro, you should sit up there and
Y'all
talk to
gonna
her
hold it down.
and have a conversation with her, bro. Y'all shouldn't break up. You done hit 30 chicks.
Right.
You mad and you pressed because you caught her messing with one dude. Man, go and work that out.
Yeah.
Cause on top of that, I'm the type of nigga, I don't care about you giving no nigga no pussy. I don't care about that.
You need to have standards for yourself.
No, see, listen, you have to ask the reason. Why did she have sex with dude? You have to ask, did I do something to make her do that? Was I not neglecting her? Was I not having sex with her? Was I not providing something? Was I abusive? Verbally, mentally, physically? What did I do to make her stand and step out? That's what I would think if my woman went and cheated. I'm not these other niggas out here. That's where we be getting confused at.
But you said you don't care about that, right?
I'm talking about my relationship.
He said
I'm not talking about nobody else's
he
relationship.
said that
I'm talking about in mine.
he would try to ponder what happened. But I guess we're all saying the same thing. Why not influence everyone to just do the right thing from the beginning? You don't have to wait till he hits 30 and she hits 1 when you could have stopped him at 1 possibly with your influence.
But that's what I'm saying.
He said he don't care about that.
I don't care about no person cheating
But he
because
just said
it's none of my business goes on
Well,
somebody's bedroom.
Well, that's why
What I hold important
Yeah.
is being a good father and being a good man to your woman. If you cheating, I know it's women out here that accept they man cheat. So I don't know what the exact dynamic of their relationship
Call
is.
one of his exes. I don't believe it. I don't believe that shit
I can
either.
get all my
He
exes
lying
back.
like a mother.
On my life, I
She
get all
didn't
my
say that.
exes
She
back.
said
She
she
said
don't
that.
think you doing no hoe. You cheated? I'm cool. It's just 1. No.
What she said? What?
She said that you want some. You trying to act like you'll let her step out and you'll be okay. She don't believe.
Listen, I'm a different type of nigga. That shit don't bother me. You think you
Don't be sending that energy out there now and your fiance cheat.
No, listen. I don't.
What you was gonna say? She
I don't
wouldn't
have
do that.
I don't have a woman who I believe that when I make her mad or make her upset, that her first thought is to go step out and be with another man. If I feel like that's the type of woman I'm with, I don't need to be with you.
Mhm.
So when you go through things in life that make you start changing and being different. So it's things that I went through in life that made me start changing and being different and not cheating.
And I
go
and I think certain people got different morals when it comes to being
you sure
boyfriend
did.
and girlfriend versus
said-
wife and husband.
Yeah, facts.
Because they say you single
That's
until you
right.
married.
Yeah,
They say you single unless you married.
that's very true, Derek.
Yeah.
She said
the
he
married
said
people be
wait,
the most acting. single.
wait, shut up. She said
Hey,
she,
hey,
wait,
we was
Kiana
doing
is
good.
very right.
That
She
sounded
said
personal.
he said he don't care, but he also said that they care about a sexual past and that makes them not marriage
I
material.
thought we discussed that, didn't we?
You said that.
No, did we discuss that or was that
What?
on the live? When we discussed, I was like, I think that was here. We said we don't care about your sexual past when it comes to your numbers because we could never
Yeah.
get an accurate count of how many dudes
Well,
you
I
actually
don't-
slept with.
I
We
don't-
only
yeah,
care-
I don't care about that unless-
like
Yeah,
close to
yeah,
that.
yeah, we said that. We said that
No,
on
right
live.
now
Yeah.
on this one, no. Earlier you said that you're not marriage material if you have a bad sexual past.
Yeah. And then what I mean by bad sexual past is if you had sex with somebody I know,
Yeah.
what number do
Yeah.
I
No, you.
know?
I thought
Yo,
you said
I would
too
never
many.
know your numbers.
Yeah, we don't care about the number.
Yeah, I don't know your numbers. Your number could be
I
100.
thought you said too many. You said too
No, we
many.
said we don't care. We were saying long as it ain't friends or family.
I said when I said about your sexual past, I said it's about who you were with
Yeah.
more than how many people you were with. Because you can have.
Well, you
this-
might have said that on a live today. You didn't say that.
I said that when we talked
You
last
just
time.
said sexual past. You
Yeah.
just say.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Well, let me clarify myself when I meant sexual past. Sexual past, I meant who you were with. Not how many people you were with, because you could have been with 100 dudes
Yeah.
and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You can only been with 2 dudes your whole life.
Yeah.
And you like I only had sex with 2 dudes. I'm like, man, she lying.
Yeah.
She 36 years old. She lying. 9 times out of 10, a man will never get your true number because a lot of dudes can't handle your true number.
Hell
Why?
no.
Why does it
Because
matter?
a lot of men are insecure because a man has a fragile. How can I put it? He has a fragile ego.
Interpretation.
And lack of
And
accountability.
a lot of us,
Yeah.
we want to act like or believe or be perceived that we are the only one. We know we aren't the first person you gave head to.
Right.
We know we aren't the first person that you had sex with. But we like to believe
Even
that.
though she might say it.
Yeah, but we like to believe that. And a lot of dudes will get very insecure if they find out that you slept with 50, 60, 70, and 100 dudes.
So how do you think
Even though
women
that's your
feel?
personal
How do y'all
business.
think women feel?
I'm sure y'all be upset.
How do y'all? No, I wouldn't even ask nobody about how many people they have sex
No.
with.
I'm sure
just-
y'all don't like
I
it.
just care
No, I
about
wouldn't-
if
I
it's
wouldn't
somebody.
ask.
I just care about somebody
Like
if
I
it's.
like it.
I look at it like if it's somebody that's important to me because at the end of the day, if I marry you, then you mean to
But
tell
that's-
me One of my cousins that you slept with gonna be at our wedding.
I mean, yeah,
that ain't gonna work for
care,
me.
I would care about that part.
Yeah, that
but
part.
I wouldn't
So
care
we're
about
talking about giving passes. I think y'all women give men passes on that. If I say I slept with 100, 200 women, a lot of women won't bat an eye.
Well, I don't even. First of
But
all,
if
I don't want to know that you just slept with 200. I'm not even going to ask the number just because I want to give you a fair shot. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to give you a fair shot.
Well, shit,
you come and
STDs
tell me
can
you
sit
just slept
dormant.
with 200. I'm looking at you like
But
it's a walk-in.
STDs
But
can
a lot
sit
of women,
dormant,
a lot
too.
of women aren't gonna bat an eyelash at it. But a lot of dudes that get pressed if you say you had 10. That's why I say the conversation that we have, I know that I'm different when it comes to my thinking.
Yeah.
Because if a woman tells me she had sex with 30 dudes, I'm not tripping, and this is why I'm not tripping. How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, you 39. Let's say as a woman, you start having sex when you was 15.
I was 18 and a half.
Okay, I'm not saying you per se, but I was just
We can use me.
throw a number out there. So let's say you start having sex at 15. You 39, so that means you be having sex for 24 years.
That's not true. I started early and I slowed down. I was
But
like,
this
no,
one,
I'm
but this
cool.
one I'm saying.
I'm cool.
You said it's too much.
But this what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm cool.
So you've been having sex for let's say 24, 25 years. What if you had one? It's two sexual partners.
You
a
said
year? Is that a lot?
1 year. Huh.
It's two sexual partners a year a lot.
In
To a
this
year?
That's a lot.
in
Yeah.
this
Wait,
life,
2 a year?
in my life now,
That's a lot.
yeah.
They said
No, that's a lot for me.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. 2 a year is a lot, right?
That's a lot
so
for me.
in 20 years, that's 40 people. But that's what I'm saying. That's not a lot to me. If you say you was in a relationship with these dudes, say you was in a relationship with this dude for a whole year, you start messing with him and you met another dude. Maybe y'all together for 4 months and then y'all broke up. Maybe you and this dude was together for 8 months and y'all broke up. 2 is not a lot. So if you talking about your sexual experience being for 20 years and you had sex with 2 dudes for 22 years, your number might be 40. There's a lot of people that's gonna be like, damn, girl, you slept with all them niggas, but you wasn't out here just handing yourself out. It's just over time, your numbers
bad
accumulated.
experiences.
Yeah, bad experience, and that's what I think. That's why I don't sit up here and judge a woman about how many niggas she been with. Now, if you been with my cousin or me and bro together every day,
That's different.
You might only have 2 sexual partners, me and him. I
But
won't
it's
be
a
with you
wrap.
just because of that.
Yep, just because of that.
I mean,
Yeah.
but y'all still be trying to talk, not y'all per se, but men still be trying to talk to their friend chicks.
Because this is a difference between
Fuck on them and fuck
y'all
with
finna
you.
Say want to fuck with somebody and want to fuck somebody.
Yeah.
See, women,
Yeah.
y'all are wired a little bit different. Whereas y'all look at a lot of men, or the majority of men, or all the men that you date as a potential mate, relationship, husband material. A lot of dudes, we gonna weed them out. I'm gonna knock her, and that's as far as we thinking. Or that's all he wants.
Or at a certain age.
Yeah, or he might have got the word from his guy, bro. Girl, head gang cold. Woo, woo. So he want to see what's about.
So that's what I'm saying, Warren. So even
that's where men and women
even that
different.
type of conversation, right? So if y'all know that most women are outside and once they approach you, or once you approach them, they thinking like, hey, we cool, we vibing, and this is potentially somebody I can date. Why don't y'all do right and not approach women that y'all really not interested in?
Because they just want to fuck.
Well, yeah, that's true, Tay. But
Kiana,
I think
it depends
as
how
time
close
go
me and
on
dude
and you
is.
mature, you start to realize like you're not just gonna be fucking with a motherfucker, just be fucking with a motherfucker at 40 and 35, 30 some years old.
Because it's a lot of us.
You
that
will hope
live.
not, yeah.
It's a lot of us.
Now,
that
when
still
you
live.
21, that's
That's a good
different.
question.
When you 21, 22, that's different. You might just be fucking on
No,
motherfuckers.
I ain't
just
even
be
worried
doing it.
about I don't mess with no 21, 22-year-old people. I don't even talk
No,
to
I'm
them.
talking about when we was
I'm
that
talking-
age.
No,
I'm talking
yeah,
when we was that age.
but I'm talking about right now. Like, why do y'all do that? Because y'all still do that at this big age. Why
Not me.
Why do y'all even process that way? If you know you're not gonna try to be with her, why do you do?
I
that?
don't even conversate if I don't see potential. Now, later on, I might not see potential, but I'm gonna at least see it at first.
A lot of them do it for sexual gratification.
That's what I just said.
No, so that's what I'm saying, Warren. So you say that, and I'm saying that I would consider that a bad man.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what
Say that. Say that's a bad man.
I don't think
Let
that's
us
a
hear
bad
it.
man.
Why
That's-
is that not a bad man?
Because he want to fuck. Why he got to be bad? Because
So he's doing.
he misleads you. If he takes something from you, he misleads you. If he make you go down a path that you don't want to go down, then that's bad.
Mm.
But it's a lot of dudes that'll tell you up front, like, shorty, I'm not looking for.
But it's a
nothing
whole
serious.
lot that won't.
And you're right. And it's a lot of dudes that'll trick you and make it seem like we going somewhere he don't really want to. That's a bad act. But at the same time, you just might not be that one. He should be able to tell you that.
Right.
But a lot of dudes not gonna tell you that until they get what they want. That's a bad act. But a bad person. I consider a bad person Jeffrey Dahmer. That's why I said we have different perception of bad people.
That's a killer person.
That's what I'm saying. We have different perceptions of bad. people.
So when we talking about,
I know
when
niggas
we-
that's killers, but they take care
but
of everybody.
when we speak it in the context of bad men in relationship, then you know what.
Okay,
a bad
then
man
say
is.
that then.
I mean, I didn't think I had to say that because it's the context.
No, because
Tay,
sometimes.
she not loyal. I'm not loyal. Who's not loyal?
So sometimes.
How did I get not loyal? How did you get all this and you got not loyal?
Kiana, if she dated a dude or messed with a dude who I messed with in high school, it depends. Honestly, I'm paying.
You 50.
It depends how close me and dude was.
Yeah.
If me and him was just cool, I don't care. But if me and dude was like brothers or really close, then yes. And
what? If we was brothers or close?
Anything.
No, she said.
Derek be like,
She said if you
No.
She said if
Say
a
the
dude
woman,
dated a dude back in high school, got your friend back in high school, and years
And we
later,
don't talk
you
no more.
mess
We don't talk at all no more.
That's
High
why I said-
school.
That's why I said it's
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
it's different about how.
Because he ain't gonna put this way. If you ain't gonna be invited to my wedding, then it don't matter.
Yeah, if you ain't in my inner circle, then it really don't matter.
If you ain't gonna
Just
be,
'cause
if
we
you
was
ain't
cool
gonna
in high
get,
school,
if you ain't
don't
gonna
mean-
get
I
an
got dudes
invite
I
to the
grew up with
wedding,
who I-
then it don't matter if you mess with her.
We ain't close. But that's why I'm saying sometimes we have to be more specific on what we saying because you said a bad man in a relationship.
because that's what we were speaking in the context of
Yeah,
relationship.
but when you say bad man, I think that's as an overall person.
Well, we were speaking in context of relationships, so I don't think I needed to elaborate.
No,
on that.
but you know sometimes people miss each other. Sometimes
That's what I'm saying. You always miss me, nigga. Because we talking about the context, and I'm
So-
thinking you where I'm at,
Now, am
and
I
then you
only
be
one-
like,
now,
what?
am I the only one that miss you though?
Yeah.
You a damn
Who else? No, everyone was
You
like
and Mr. Alicia.
Oh,
Alicia,
because he
all
thinks
that.
like you. Well, when he's on my
a
face,
lot of dudes on Facebook.
because they try to be combative, and I do what I do, and they
But-
disappear.
But if you're gonna be combative, you do gotta come with facts. Some of y'all niggas gotta come with facts. Some of y'all be making us look bad.
Man,
If you finna
all
argue
the
with this
time.
woman, at least come with a decent argument. How y'all don't come?
Please.
I try to stay out of it because then she attacked me in it.
Please.
She attacked me in it and I get in there and me and her get into it because you didn't make an even convincing argument. Come on,
Not
I
at
need
all.
help, nigga. You see, come on, man. But we as men,
Yeah, so we gotta. It's over. Y'all want to see a dead body?
No, I don't even be trying to be like that. Like I enjoy the healthy debates, but a lot of men really be like
Thank
on
you,
that
I
with me.
appreciate
I don't
that.
want to be on that.
This my sister for real. No matter what y'all
Yeah, it's
think
all
it is,
good.
This my sister.
It's
for
really
real.
all
We
good.
do this
Yeah,
all the time. We
Yeah,
do this
all the time. All the time.
It's
But
just healthy conversation and it's fruitful. And you gotta also look. We talking about topics that can help you grow emotionally, physically, and mentally.
And everybody's always gonna have a different
opinion.
Yeah.
Different opinion.
Different perspective.
And y'all think y'all seen something? Y'all ain't
They
seen
seen
nothing.
nothing.
Wait till July 6th.
Right.
Woo,
Make
guess
sure
again.
y'all
We
tune
back.
in.
We gonna be full off 4th of July food. We back.
no, forget
And
that.
we
No,
be fresh
No.
on the road.
no, forget
Our
that.
party.
No, y'all need to buy these.
July 16th.
July 16th. Come
Y'all
on.
need to come see us in action. So we're gonna do a live.
Premiere.
It's gonna be a bit more organized, right? Me and Warren not gonna be going at it. We won't even be on the panels.
Yes, we
So
is.
there'll be
Yes,
We
they
gonna
are.
keep this up. I'm
no. So there's gonna be 2 panels, men and women.
To be a
We'll
work
mix them
booth.
together.
It's a
It's
work
not
booth.
men versus women, but we'll talk about some controversy topics. But the
if y'all
wristbands
wanna
are
do-
only
Hey,
$15.
hey,
Y'all
y'all,
can get with any one of us.
Hey y'all, please don't come out because we want to hear y'all opinions on these topics.
Yeah, in
too.
person.
Hell yeah.
All this is healthy.
Yeah, so you
conversation.
can get a wristband. It's $15. Yeah, VIP wristband is $15. We got a nice patio. We'll be at Premiere on 40th and North. It's super nice. It's
5
super
to 8.
lit.
5 p.m.
No,
to 8.
it's 4 to 8.
Thank
It's 4 to
you,
8.
Kiana.
It's 4 to 8 or 5 to 8. Okay, 5 to 8.
Just come out, check us out live, you know.
It's 5 to 8.
Yeah.
The tickets are $15, and they'll have drinks, food for purchase. The bar will be open. The kitchen will be open. It's gonna be everything.
And they food be fire.
If you're looking to get on one of the panels,
Kiana,
then
we'll pay for your
hit
plane.
us. Then hit us and let us know. But other than that, thank y'all for tuning in. It's all
And
say
y'all-
that shit or
And y'all,
don't
please
speak it off.
send us topics that y'all want us to talk about
For
for the next
sure.
one, please. We
It'll be a live DJ. Make sure y'all check in.
So the Cash App is
Right. Send his Cash App or our Cash App. Right.
I'm
Our
gonna have you
Cash.
send it to the group chat. The group Cash App, bro.
But good night, y'all. We love y'all.
Let
Tune
y'all
in.
be safe.
All right.